Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Amon Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, and you're watching Packers Total Access Live, your daily source for Packer content. Go Pack, go!
What's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access Live Draft Edition. We finally made it, the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft. We're going to be here all night for every single pick. Obviously, the draft is live in Pittsburgh. Looks absolutely awesome, man. What a backdrop they have for that whole event. And I'm excited to dive into all of these picks. We thought we would go live a few minutes early, kind of go through the news, see what the latest scuttlebutt, if you will, around the league that's not named Rossini, and see what all's going on here with the draft, the latest rumors, all that good stuff. Before we get started, if y'all would, do me a big favor, man. It's going to be very important tonight, all right? Smash that like button. And all you guys in the chat tonight, do me a favor. Stay on them, all right? Stay on them. If you see that like count ain't nowhere near the live viewers, help us promote that, because every time y'all smash that like button, it lets other people know, hey, they're live. It'll boost the algorithm, and we'll get a huge crowd in here tonight. It's going to be an absolute blast. I'm excited to dive into it. I got Tim joining me from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We got Jacob in Wisconsin as well. Emilio is finishing up the horizontal board as we speak. He'll be in studio tomorrow, but he should jump on the live stream as soon as he gets through with that here shortly. Gents, how we doing this evening? Y'all ready for some NFL draft talk, man?
Let's go, baby. We made it.
I'm ready, dude. I'm a little nervous now. It's not starting to kick in. I got the nerves going, but the chat is filling up. Looks like we got a bunch of people in here that are very excited, so let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Tim Stallis in the house, says, what's up, guys? 9,000 subs. Congrats. Thank you so much, Tim. We appreciate you more than you know, buddy. It's been a fun run. This is our 5th annual live draft party, which is crazy to think about. And again, this is something that I've done off screen, right? Pretty much since 2011, this has been a draft festivity for me. Build the board, walk the board out, right? All that good stuff. And it's just so awesome to be able to do it with hundreds. And in last year's case, 5,000 people watching live at one point, right? We had a huge crowd in here. So it's going to be a good time. Is there anything y'all want to hit on right off the bat? I do want to say this. It's going to be very laid back tonight, guys. All right. It's not going to be something where it's all uptight. We're trying to sound professional. We're going to give you our it's going to be like hanging out at the bar, right? Whether you having a daddy soda or a Diet Coke, all right? Diet Pepsi.
I'm not going to lie. I was faded. I ain't going to lie. I was faded. Like,
it's going to be a lot of laughing and us just hanging out and talking draft, right? We're going to bring you every pick live. We're going to tip the picks. The second we've got the information, we will let you know. I've got Ari Miroff, his Twitter account pulled up off screen. He's usually the one who's got the pick before any TV service has it or anything. So we'll let y'all know the picks as soon as we know them. We'll constantly be looking at the PTA draft board as well. So it's going to be an absolute blast. Tim, you got anything you want to hit before we kind of dive in anything, kind of go around the league here with the latest news?
No, I think we should just get right to the scuttlebutt, right? A lot of news happening. Nothing on the top of my mind except for Chris Johnson making it out of the first round. That's all I'm going to say. Absolutely.
William Herman in the chat said, you better be smashing cannolis tonight, Clay. So here's the deal, right? I got my Pittsburgh buddy is in the house tonight, all right? He's off camera. He's actually downstairs right now. He'll be in the studio tonight just kind of chatting it up with us a little bit. Not on mic, but, just hanging out. Moral support, if you will. He's way too important to put on camera. We'll have to pay him way too much money, okay? But we decided to go with some steak and pepper sandwiches, kind of like a grinder sandwich, a Pittsburgh theme tonight. Nice. And we've got some cake downstairs. Your boy's about to put on 40 pounds this weekend. It's happening. I'm just telling you right now, dude. And then tomorrow night, Emilio will be here. That'll be the cannoli night. We'll do pizza from a local Italian joint down here in Johnson City. Shout out to Sim's Pizza. Got some of the best pizza in the area, the best cannolis in the area for sure. So we'll be smashing cannolis tomorrow night, no doubt. What are you guys eating? Jacob, what are you munching on this weekend, man? What's on the menu for you, dude?
As you guys know, I get very nervous when this kind of stuff is happening. So a lot of times I refrain from eating, especially when the Packers have picks. But I'm not important. You know what is important? Emilio Excelio, he's out there crunching away. He just announced here that it's an updated draft board is now linked in Patreon. So that should be good to go.
My man. So that means I got to go through and create another copy right now. I had everything ready to roll, but it's all good. Jacob, anything at the forefront of your mind in terms of news? I know you were talking about some of the stuff you kind of hearing on the street. Nothing major, obviously, but what's the latest buzz? Because I think the big thing that sticks out to me is, does Ty Simpson get drafted in the first round? We want him to. We want 17 quarterbacks to be taken in the first round, right? I think Ty Simpson, some people are thinking he's going to go as early as pick 32. I think that would be huge. But any other news that you've got that's kind of came across your wire?
I mean, the big thing that a lot of people are talking about, I mean, just to Ty Simpson quick, I've seen some people are starting to mock him to possibly in Arizona in 26, but just some scuttlebutt that's going around the NFL, which it's going to be tough because obviously there's not going to be much Packers stuff going on tonight in night one, but there's the rumors now that with the rift between the Cowboys and Mr. George Pickens. Who could have thought that, he'd be a little bit of a hard guy to work with? I know that's kind of a shocker, but and again, this time of the season, who knows? But it sounds like they're not really close to getting together on contract stuffs and trying to figure out the future. Again, I'm just really glad that when a lot of people were screaming, we got to go out and get that guy, like, no, especially because now we can see how deep we were at that wide receiver group after the dust settled. And I don't know, Tim, would you ever you excited that we passed on a guy like Pickens? You guys remember that draft moment he had? That's one of the most iconic draft moments of all time, of him just with the hoodie or whatever he had pulled over.
Oh, when he was staring at the
just
TV
staring at the
night?
TV.
The gator or whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm ecstatic and happy with Jaden Reed and the boys that we have in our room, and I'm happy. But talented dude, right? George Pickens, but
oh yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm good. Maybe we take another receiver in this draft. You never know. Maybe day 2 or day 3.
Absolutely. John Walker in the house says, thanks for hosting this event. Should be fun. Appreciate you, man. You guys are what make it what it is. If y'all would smash that like button for us, we would greatly appreciate it. Do You Rant says, wishing you guys a great night watching the draft this evening at a draft party at a good friend's house. Go Pat, go. Thank you, Do You Rant, for just swinging through, man, hitting that like button for us. We greatly appreciate that, man. I want to show you guys the board. All right. This is what Emilio's been working on. You always hear us talk about the horizontal board, right? Many people are like, what the hell is a horizontal board? And it was cool to see the Patreon group see it for the first time today. They're like, oh my God, like this is a horizontal board. This is what they've got in draft rooms, okay? Now, this is the vertical board. We've been talking about this. This is what you'll see on screen most of the night is we're going to pull these players, and as they're drafted, like when David Bailey gets drafted here, right? We're going to take his name, throw it right over here, bang, and now you've got an updated vertical board without that name, right? So that's essentially what we're going to be doing. Now, to the horizontal board, if you guys are in the Patreon group at the very bottom, I don't know if you can see, I'm underneath the tag there, click horizontal. This is the horizontal board. Now, I'm going to zoom out for a second, okay? So you guys can get a little bit better picture of what we're talking about here. We got to zoom way out for it. This is the horizontal board. All right. Now you'll notice the positions are at the top of the page, and you can see how many prospects are in here, right?
That's crazy.
Get a little bit further. Give me just 1 second. So all the prospects are listed by grade, and the grade is next to their name. Jeremiah Love at the top, minus 1.3, right? This is tier 1. David Bailey, edge defender, Texas Tech, minus 4.9. Sonny Styles, minus 3.0, low number wins, right? So in that top tier, we've got 3 prospects in that top tier, all right? Second tier, Fernando Mendoza, 1.8. Cornell Tate, 3.3. Francis Malinois, 4.9. Ruben Bain, 0.2. You got Mansour Delane out of LSU, 3.0. And then Caleb Downs, 1.4, okay? And then you go on to the next, so on and so forth. We got it broken down into tiers, all right? As well. And I think we're in increments of 10 this year. Okay. So it kind of shows you when you get into these tiers, how close these prospects are to each other. Now, when you go through and you truly break this down, right, and you look at kind of how the horizontal board falls into place, the main thing that comes in handy here, one of the biggest needs for the Packers is cornerback, right? So if we go over to cornerback, and I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to show you guys what I mean here. If you zoom in on cornerback over here, and you guys could probably see the name somewhat now, right? So when you go into cornerback, there's nobody in the top tier. In tier 2, it's Mansour Delane and Jermod McCoy, right? There's nobody in tier 3. And then you get into Avian Terrell, Colton Hood, and Chris Johnson. Notice Chris Johnson's a green bar. That means highly likely the Packers would pick him if he's available. All those guys, highly likely the Packers would take, being that high up on the board. But again, what it shows you are what we call clusters. When you get a position that's got a bunch of prospects together like that, you could see tier 1, nothing. Tier 2, you got it. There's only 2 there. And then there's a drop off from tier 3 to tier 4. Then tier 4 to tier 5, there's not a big difference between all 6 of these players. This is what Daniel Jeremiah was talking about. It's why I feel good about where our board is when he's talking about, man, once you get outside of like the top 15 picks, everybody's kind of together. And you can see this if you go back through all these positions. Look at all these players that are clustered up in those tiers, right? So the board, the horizontal board really speaks to you. What it tells you is, okay, we got a cluster of cornerbacks coming up here in a second. Well, what's thin right now? Safety's kind of thin. Caleb Downs, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, and Dylan Thieneman, right? Not many prospects there until 3 tiers down to when you get into AJ Halsey, which AJ Halsey is actually a green bar. So I just wanted to show you guys that's what we mean by the horizontal board. Hopefully Emilio will be watching the draft and keeping up once we get to this point so he can update the horizontal board. I'm going to keep this vertical board good to go for everybody so we know the best available prospect as we go through. Does all that make sense, guys, or am I just speaking gibberish here? Does that
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's when we talk about cluster busters, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to look at your clusters like you broke down the horizontal board, especially at corner. I think, it's probably Keontae Scott or it's Chris Johnson if they're on the board for the Packers. If they're going to make a move, you talk about guys being kind of in that same cluster, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead, Jacob. Get us caught up with the chat there. I see you marked a few, man. Let's hit those real quick.
Yeah, just real quick, Emilio was talking about how clusters of horizontal green is key to you kind of see where the pack have done their homework. And one thing, too, that's nice, if you ever were to look at the horizontal board, it's just so easy to kind of read, especially if you're following along and marking off as they get drafted. You start to kind of see, oh, wow, look at this guy. He's still there. This guy's still there. It kind of really pops out a little more as it does with the vertical. But, yeah, let's hit some shits, yeah. Bunny Cheddar Bug says, damn, this sucks having to watch all these picks go. Just remember the mantra to get through Parsons. Okay. I agree with that. I mean, I heard a lot of people talk about how the Packers don't have a first round pick, and that's fine because our first round pick is a guy named Micah Parsons. Tim, I don't know how you think about that. In my opinion, there's no way that you're ever going to have any type of guarantee going into any draft for any type of player. So if you have a guaranteed commodity, I mean, you can't talk about a more guaranteed commodity at one of the most prized positions in the NFL, which is edge rusher, and which is obviously our boy Micah. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's worth it, even though you might be a little nervous and bored here this first night?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's why we gave up 2 firsts to get him here, right? And, before the injury last year, he was an absolute menace. And I'm sure after the rehab coming into this season, he'll be a menace again for us. So I think that's a good way to look at it. We're not picking in the first. But we do have Micah Parsons, right? So I'm all for it, man. Just keep that mantra to get through tonight. Unless, of course, we hear that chime and we get a trade up into the first. But my money's on we probably don't do that. So
by the way, can we get a quick chime real quick just to get a little taste as to what's to come? Because I feel like there it is. I love the number one Packer fan says PTA. Let's get ready for the most overreacting NFL draft in the recent history. When I was talking, my little brother, he's not a big draft guy, and he asked me, he goes, well, what's the deal with the first round tonight? Anybody I should really watch for? And I said, well, obviously, first round guys are first round guys for a reason. I said, what do I know is a guy that's been sitting on his butt watching other people talk a lot of really, good ball. I argued it's probably not as high end talent as some years, but there's a lot of really good talent you can find in the middle rounds, even rounds like 2 to 5, even deeper and deeper. I think that there's going to be a lot more guys than normal, but how would you categorize this type of draft?
I mean, I agree with you 100%. I think in this first round, it's more about, I'm looking for guys that aren't getting drafted, guys that we probably had a first round grade on that maybe make it out of there and give us a chance to pick them up tomorrow.
Does one pop off the page for you? I mean, the first one to me, which I'm sure I don't want to steal your answer, but Pons keeps popping to me where I just feel like if he keeps popping away and what if Chris Johnson, all right, what if Johnson gets picked at like 40 to 45, but Pons is there between 45 to 52. Do you guys have any interest at all in trying to snag that guy up, or do you trust?
I do. I don't know if Gute does.
Yeah.
And it also depends, is Keontae Scott still on the board? Because if Keontae Scott's on the board, I think that would be the one we pull the trigger on.
Really? Okay.
All right, let's do this, man. Let's go around and look at some of these are the things that caught my attention today, or as late as actually yesterday and the day before. Just some news. We've talked about certain prospects potentially dropping. You guys know Caleb Banks in one mock draft actually fell to us, the Packers, at 52, and everybody's like, that's unrealistic. Here's why. Pete Thamel put a tweet out here yesterday, said news, NFL teams received a letter today about Caleb Banks as he recovers from a surgically repaired bone in his left foot. Per ESPN sources, the letter states that after a CT scan on Tuesday, Banks is, quote, on pace to be fully cleared for full football activities in early June, end of quote. Now, the problem with that is Caleb Banks has had a lot of injuries throughout college, right? This is a guy that Greg Cosell said the 24 tape was unbelievable. The problem is he's been hurt pretty much since then, on and off the field, right? So it's just something to keep an eye on because, again, Caleb Banks fairly high on our board. When we look at that, Caleb Banks is actually – he's the top defensive tackle on our board, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Caden McDonald is second. So is he going to fall or not? We've got him in the 20 spot. And some people will probably say you got him all the way up at 20, and he may drop to the second round. Right. We're talking about strictly talent. We've got him marked red saying, hey, injury concern, be aware. But I'm not going to move him around on the board just because he's got an injury. We'll let the teams determine whether or not it checks out enough to take him. How would you guys feel if Caleb Banks fell to 52? Because I do think there's
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I do think there's a legit concern, right, about the injury history. But boy, oh boy, he is the guy that Greg Cosell said, man, this is a dude who can play nose and he can rush the passer. There's only a couple of these guys in this draft.
I mean, Drew G says it pretty well. If you're a pro Banks guy, he says Banks is so much better than the other DTs. If he falls to 52, yes, please. I'll take the risk on the foot injury. The opposite side of that coin is a guy like Eric Sutherland over here. He says, no thanks on the Banks big guy with the bad feet. Nope. So not sure where you guys fall in there. I would say that I'm more along the lines with Drew, thinking that I think the risk is worth the reward because, man, even if he takes a little time to nurse up and he has a little bit of a rookie red shirt type year, a man that big that can move that size with that athleticism and that kind of production, I'm willing to take the gamble there. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I am, because we always talk about, like, we need guys that are going to play now, right? And if we feel good about him being back to football in June, hell, even if it's July, even if there's a minor setback, if this is a guy you can get into your system with Coach Gannon and just, make it happen and he can make an impact right away, I'm all for taking the risk for sure.
Yeah, completely agree, man. It would be different if it was a wide receiver or a tight end, right? So even a stack back or a safety would be different. You're talking about arguably the most important position on defense, especially seeing that the other most important position on defense is edge defender, and you're squared away, obviously, with our boy Micah Parsons. Caleb Banks at 52 would be hard for me to pass up on, man.
Absolutely.
And again, there's some people that say, of course, his camp is going to say they're fully cleared for football in June, right? That's a good argument too. They're not going to come out and go, guys, we're not sure if he'll be ready in June. They're just not going to do that. So, if y'all would smash that like button for us. Got a bunch of people just jumped in here. Greatly appreciate y'all. If you're watching on X, that's totally cool if you're comfortable with that. If you want a little bit better experience, you can hop over to our YouTube channel. There's a link right there at the top of my Twitter account that you're watching on, obviously. It's easier to interact with the chat on YouTube. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, see all the YouTube comments, just hop over to YouTube. And when you jump in there, just go ahead and hit subscribe if you'd like to as well. So some other stuff that we hit here or want to hit, I think this is absolutely awesome as well. Eli Berkovitz tweeted this out. Aaron Rodgers was inducted into the Pleasant Valley High School Hall of Fame last weekend, the first of many Hall of Fames he'll be inducted into. Congrats, Aaron Rodgers. Eric Upton was the one who first tweeted that out. So I think that's absolutely awesome, going back to his roots. And, some people in the media like to paint this picture that everybody hates Aaron Rodgers, and obviously that's just not the case, man. It's so cool to see him kind of going back to That's right. What do y'all think about that, man? It's absolutely awesome when anytime 12 or most recently 8, as we got a Steelers fan in the house, gets honored like this at his old high school for sure.
I think it's cool. I'm a little surprised that it took so long, right? You would think that this would happen years ago, but first of many Hall of Fame inductions for AR-12, as I will always call him, the greatest thrower of the football ever, Mr. Rodgers. What are your thoughts, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm happy for him. It's a unique situation being lifelong Packer fans, like obviously most of us on this pod have, getting to see the maturation of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, when he first got drafted, just that poop-eating grin he had on his face with the slick down, greasy hair, him flirting.
We're gonna give him some.
Him flirting with the sideline reporters, telling them, I got a big TV, you want to come check it out, kind of thing, or whatever.
My favorite was his first meeting with Brett was when he said, "What's up,
old
Grandpa?"
man?
What's up, old man? Whatever it was.
So to see that from where he is now, and a lot of people like to drag him for the last couple of years of his career. First of all, the play on the field didn't really suffer, in my opinion, especially when the 2 MVP years clearly. But then the off the field stuff, I think, is why most people try to. And most of them will slide it towards politics, which they don't have to, because I just think that he's an all-around guy. Hopefully, like most people, once they get away from the limelight about 4 or 5 years later, there'll be a new kind of resurrection of like, oh, wow, he really was the GOAT. And he was, I think, like you said, Tim, the most undoubtedly talented thrower of the football that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about the MVPs, the back-to-back MVPs, during the last ride here in Green Bay. I mean, let's run tape on him last year, guys. I mean, he was playing at top tier level, throwing that football in Pittsburgh. So yeah, shout out to the Steelers fans. I guess we'll wait with bated breath to see what Mr. Rodgers is going to do. Is he going to ride the horse one more time, or is he going to ride it off into the sunset? I think if you asked him right now, he probably wasn't happy with how last season ended, but the way he was playing, man, well into the 40s, you can't tell me that he's missed a beat at all, man. He's still humming that tater.
Still got that arm for sure. Still got the mind too. A little less patience than we've seen in his younger days. Obviously, he's snapped the effing ball. Josh now is the new Aaron Rodgers, but still really cool stuff there. So Bill Huber had put out a tweet with an article. You guys can go check it out. The Packers had the tallest roster in the league last year and one of the heaviest. That inspired the quote, "Big don't get small" mock draft. More of a fun exercise than anything. These players aren't just big, but big and talented. Obviously, it shows Big Citrus. Where's Chris in? I'm sure he's in the house, or I don't know. He might be in the clink tonight. Who knows? But I think that's interesting. That's the first time I've heard that, guys, that we had the tallest roster in the league. Something to watch out for, I think, right? I mean, am I the only one that thinks that's kind of interesting? That when you look at the prospects that's best available on the board, we're probably going to be looking at the height a little bit tonight, right?
Absolutely.
I think we just got another column for next year's board.
There you go.
Give us the height, baby. That's specific. We got to rate
the Ed Too Tall Jones.
Emilio, get back to Office Space. We got a new.
There's Chris. Chris the Casual Man says, "Big city,
big city."
All right, so moving along here, Easton Butler. Shout out to him, man. He's done a phenomenal job this offseason, dude, getting us all the top 30 visits and everything. Sure. I'll hear a little rumor here or there. I'll run it by him. Hey, wait, is this true? What is it? Most of the time, it's just me being stupid, going, I don't know how to read this. Easton, make sense of this for me, but he's just done a phenomenal job. He put out a mock draft for the first round. So he's got Fernando Mendoza 1, David Bailey 2, Arvell Reese 3, Jeremiah Love 4. If Jeremiah Love gets drafted by the Titans, your boy's going to be in Nashville a couple times next year watching him run that rock. I love Jeremiah Love. Caleb Downs 5 to the Giants, Spencer Fano 6 to the Browns. Doesn't matter, it's still the Browns. Carnell Tate, wide receiver, to Washington at 7. Reuben Bain Jr. To the Saints at 8. Mansour Delane at 9 to the Chiefs. Sonny Styles is a beast. Linebacker. I like that pick for New York. Get you a dog right in the middle of that defense. That makes a lot more sense than the wide receiver stuff that Peter Schrager was talking about. Although Peter Schrager's probably right. But number 11, Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, going to the Dolphins. Francis Mauigoa, offensive tackle, going to the Cowboys at 12. The Rams get Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle. Lone, however you say it, interior offensive lineman from Penn State, goes to Baltimore at 14. Akeem Mesidor, 15 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Makai Lemon, 16 to the Jets. You got Caden Proctor going 17 to the Lions. Dylan Thieneman going 18 to the Vikings. Kenyon Sadiq, 19 to the Panthers. Colton Hood, 20 to the Cowboys. 21 is Monroe Frilling to the Pittsburgh Steelers, offensive tackle out of Georgia. I got to get Worth's take on that, Worth. I need to know what do you feel like your all's top need is, and y'all won't be able to hear him, but I'll relay it. What is it?
Guard and receiver.
He says guard and receiver. So is Monroe Frilling one of those guys that could potentially kick inside? Maybe they kick somebody who's outside in if they go Monroe Frilling. But are you hoping Aaron comes back? Have you decided yet, Worth?
whatever's best for the team. I don't know. If he don't want to come back, that's all right. Just need to ride with out.
Yeah, got it. He said, "Hey, if he wants to be on the team, cool. If not, this ship's moving on." You know what I mean?
Sounds like Packer fans of old.
That's it. That's a Yender Stiller fan right there.
I just looked up Freeling a little bit. He looks like a swing tackle, right end.
Yeah, so he can play both sides.
Yep.
That's definitely extra value there too. And obviously Georgia Bulldogs, man, they know how to churn out the talent down there. 22, Caden McDonald, defensive tackle to the Chargers. Blake Miller, offensive tackle to the Eagles. Omar Cooper, wide receiver to the Browns, of course. Peter Woods, defensive tackle to the Bears. That'd actually be a pretty solid pick for them. Hate that. Yeah. Keldrick Falk, edge defender to Buffalo. KC Concepcion, wide receiver out of Texas A&M to the 49ers. Maxie Hanachur, offensive tackle to the Texans. And then you got Chris Bell, wide receiver out of Louisville, going to the Chiefs. Chase Basantis, offensive guard, going to the Dolphins. TJ Parker, edge defender, going to the New England Patriots. And then you got 32, we got Ty Simpson going to the Cardinals. That's what we were talking about. It looks like Ty Simpson might sneak into the backside of this draft. Again, that's Easton Butler's latest mock draft. There's a lot there, though, Tim, that kind of ties into what Schrager was saying, right? So I think Easton might be on one here. I think he's going to get a lot of these right.
I agree, and I would be thrilled if the first round shaped up this way, honestly. A lot of my guys making it out safely. And, we talked about, are the Packers going to trade up into the first round? I think that's pretty unlikely, but maybe moving up in the second, maybe moving up from 52 to 44 or 45 or something to go ahead and get one of your guys. But yeah, this reminds me of breaking down Peter Schrager's draft the other night, man. This is incredible. And yeah, shout out to Easton Butler, man. Your man for the information. I think this is a pretty accurate mock, if this is his final mock before we get to the real deal here in a few minutes.
Yeah, Jacob, we got 1 minute until the first team is officially on the clock there with the Raiders. This skyline they're showing of Pittsburgh is unbelievable, man. Is that not beautiful, Jacob? That place looks awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yep. Super cool. Do you want me to smash out a couple of these comments quick so we don't fall too far behind?
Let's do it, man.
All right, cool. Well, this is kind of a longer one. Oh, this is an easy one here. Ron Sample says, didn't Clay fall asleep dead midstream after his third cannoli last year? I remember something about that.
I believe it was the fourth cannoli.
It was the fourth.
People were telling
Erroneous. Tucker Wood says every trade alert is going to have the Packer fans on edge. Yes, it will. I definitely am going to, if we hear any sort of that little chime or you see any flash across the screen, it's definitely going to be giving people heart attacks. That's the one. Mr. Nathan Irvin was having a comment back and forth. He says, all I'm saying is our Super Bowl window is open. Let's draft some studs to help us win the team. Now let's go. I think they were talking.
If you're ever willing to trade up, I agree, man. Now
right. Heard it from a fan right here.
Definitely. Josh A is just saying, hey, I want to see 10 quarterbacks in the first round. I don't think we'll get there, but I think we could. Do you think there's any way you see that? The craziest thing that I saw, I can't remember who was talking about it. It was somebody, quote unquote, reputable. They were talking about how the Jets picking at 5 could be like the surprise. There's supposed to be some big surprise, you guys. All right. So just, I'm the one who said it. Clayton made fun of me. If there's some crazy thing that happens in the draft, I was mocked for it relentlessly before we went live. So
I just need more details than something crazy is going to happen.
I couldn't find it. And then everything started happening. I'll find
somebody going to run ass naked across the camera shot, or is there going to be a big trade? Like, what does it mean?
Andrew says, Clay, you rock. Let's go Packers. I'm not putting up any of the nice ones anymore.
That's my burner account.
No, but you guys in the chat, am I crazy? I swear there was a bunch of the bigwigs that were saying that there's, quote unquote, a report that there's going to be some sort of spoiler, crazy, shocking moment in the first round, and when you see it, you'll know it kind of thing. I don't know, man. I'm trying to knock through these chats, but we're pretty much caught up.
All right,
Don't
cool.
worry,
I just want to show this.
Anyway.
That's right, Bob. This tweet cracked me up. Sean Cranston tweeted out, I am never deleting Twitter. He quote tweeted somebody named Slim that has a picture of O.J. Simpson putting the gloves on in the courtroom, right? And it says, if I found out my wife was having a 6-year affair with an NFL head coach and had the audacity to name one of our sons after him, and ... And it's O.J. Simpson putting on the gloves. So obviously this might be the best one. Look at this. So it's the Jets head coach running down the field. And this Jets fan tweeted out, Jack Mack said, no scandals, no affairs, no interceptions, just a terrible football coach. I love it. So we're all caught up on the news there. And it looks like Roger Goodell just walked down the stage with, is that Hayward? Is that who's out there with?
Yeah,
Yeah, wait, Hayward and Watt. Oh, it's gonna be good, right? Let me get them fired up. I love it. What a crowd, too, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. So we are getting ready to get underway. We will have a ticker that we can put up as well, or I'll just show you right here over at NFL.com. So we'll kind of keep this up throughout the night to kind of give you an idea of who's been picked so far. They do a good job, too. If you click on prospects, it's actually got the grade of each prospect, best available left, I believe. So we'll see how long it takes until that actually crashes out. But we'll kind of keep an eye on that as well as our PTA big board as well. Got a super chat here from Mike Z. Appreciate you, buddy. Says, thanks, fellas, for all the work you've done to make this night lit. Go, Pack, go. Love this family. Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much for being here every step of the way, man. We appreciate the dono. You're awesome, dude. So what are we thinking here, guys? The Raiders are going to be on the clock. This is pretty much done, right? I mean, Tim, there's no shot that it's anybody other than Fernando Mendoza, right?
I mean, yeah, I think that's the consensus. Anybody paying attention, right? That would be the biggest shock, I think, is if the Raiders select somebody other than Fernando Mendoza right here.
Correct.
You agree, Jake? Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm one of those weird people. I think it's because being a Packer fan, we have had the luxury of really not having to worry about the first round at least until 20 most years. So again, it's like some of the first guys I just never really get into because realistically, I know that they're not going to be wearing the green and gold until maybe year 2 or year contract number 2 comes around, and then possibly we can swoop them up, and then I get to know them a little more, right? But I'm excited. Ooh, we got him up to the podium. Woo-hoo.
Oh, let's get it. All right. If you guys would smash that like button, had a bunch of new people jump in here. Thank y'all so much for making us a part of your Not One Draft festivities. Every time you hit that like button, man, it helps boost the stream and lets other people know that we are live. So we would greatly appreciate that. Robert Miller said, I'm so pumped to watch this draft with you guys. Go, Pack, go. Love the PTA draft board. Thanks, fellas. Emilio crushed it this year. Obviously, the guys putting in input as well, info along the way. Our text thread was absolutely awesome this draft season. So it's been a blast. Brambo with the super chat. Thank you so much, Brambo, for the kind donation there. Said, who said cannolis? Go grab some on me. Go, Pack, go. Thank you so much, Brambo. You're the man. Got the cannolis coming tomorrow. I'm excited about it. Tonight, we got an Oreo cake and a coconut cream cake on tap. So your boy will probably be snoring on stream.
Let's go.
The sugar is not going to keep me awake. And Professor Cake says, question for everyone. 1 to 10, what are the chances the Packers trade up to the end of the first round? 32 to 29 range, or 29 to 32 range. What do you think, Tim? 1 to 10. 10, I imagine 10 being the greatest chance of trading up, right? What do you think the chance of the Packers trading up into the first round would be, man?
I'll go with 3.
3? That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking 3 or 4, right? So I'll go 4. Yep. And the reason being is just based off of what Daniel Jeremiah said. You know, he said that usually there's 15 to 18 first-round graded players in the draft. This year, they're expecting 10 to 11. So obviously, you're not going to be able to get that first-round talent that late in the draft, that late in the first round. So that pool between, say, 12 and 65 or whatever they said the number was before is probably going to be very close together. So you probably stick and pick, to be honest. There might even be a chance they trade down from 52. With that being said, though, I am praying to sweet baby Jesus that we trade. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Jacob, what would you say there? Tim said a 3. I said a 4. Chances of the Packers trading up into the 29 to 32 range.
I'd give it a 3 or 4 at best. Yeah. I just don't see us from the way that Gute talked. I mean, you know, a lot of it, who knows? It's the lying season, like we always talked about. To me, I would think that the odds are way more that we trade back.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
That'd be more like a 6 or 7 for me. You know what I mean? If it was a 0 out of 10, I'd feel more like that.
Now, if you get into a situation where a couple, maybe 2 or 3 really good players are dropping on the board, I could see it being worth going up and getting a Kristen Miller or Chris Johnson is the guy that I would be like, okay, if he's there at 40, don't be afraid to trade up. You know what I mean? Like, just go up and nab him because
he's a grown ass man now. And
that's right, Coach. Everything I've heard about him, man, I'm like, okay, he checks all the boxes. He plays aggressive. He's got the right attitude, works his ass off. He can play zone and man. He's very, very, high football IQ. Everything that Greg Cosell said about him, I'm like, that's the dude in this draft. I'd love to see him trade up and go. Yeah, but if you have to stick and pick, I think you're going to have a pool of players to pick from that you're going to be happy with. So it just sucks having to wait till pick 52. But again, watching everything else unfold and watch these really, really bad teams screw up their picks is going to be fun too. So happens every year. But appreciate the question there, though, man. That was good. So you can see the Raiders are officially on the clock. There's Fernando Mendoza. I think they said he stayed at home because of his mother, I believe. Is that right? She's, obviously dealing with what she's dealing with there physically. So I love Fernando Mendoza, man. I think he's a good kid. I think I'm rooting for him for sure. I'm assuming he's going to be the number 1 pick. I have heard nothing else. So I think that's going to be it. Let's switch over to our PTA board real quick. And Jacob, you just keep marking any chats that you want to there. And we'll, again, you guys, every time you super chat, we'll make sure we put you to the front of the line. We greatly appreciate that. So obviously David Bailey, edge defender at the top of the list here. Sonny Styles is the second best prospect. Jeremiah Love, then Reuben Bain, then Caleb Downs, and then we've got Fernando Mendoza. So even though Fernando Mendoza is the 6th best prospect on the board, he'll probably be the number 1 pick. It matches up perfect. You always draft a quarterback 1 tier higher than their current tier of value, and that's exactly how this would lay out. My personal opinion, David Bailey is the best prospect in this draft. I love David Bailey. Tim, this is a guy that he has that similar grade. I'm not saying stylistically as Aiden Hutchinson or Myles Garrett. I'm not saying schematically the same. When you get a guy that's hovering around – he got a negative 4.9 grade, meaning he was so close to being 5 under, right, on our board. This is a dude that's going to be a franchise player. I would be very, very surprised. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'd be very surprised if David Bailey isn't just a dominant edge defender, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd be surprised if he's not a top 3 pick, 3 to 5 pick in this draft. Top 10 for sure.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think about the way these fall into place here with these top prospects? Obviously, Fernando Mendoza being the 6th best prospect. Do you agree, disagree with maybe the order of these guys? Sonny Styles is a freak. Sonny Styles, Greg Cosell raved over. We gave a 6-point bonus. He did the same thing for Jeremiah Love as well. And you can see in our top 5, 5-point, 6-point, 6-point, 5-point, 5-point bonus. Fernando Mendoza gets just a 1-point bonus, but he is definitely the best quarterback in the draft. Mansour Delane, cornerback out of LSU, also got a 6-point bonus. Cornell Tate, 5-point bonus. Jermod McCoy, 5-point bonus. So you can't go wrong with these top 10 prospects, Jake.
Nah, it's a pretty easy place to be picking. Pretty much you could throw a stick at any one of those guys and hit any one of them, and you'd think that you'd be pretty happy about having that addition to your team. I would say it is kind of interesting that maybe, like you say, the top 2 being Styles and Love, not typically guys, positions that go really high in the first round. Will that change this year? That's might be a little more kind of a unique calling card of this year's draft. So I personally love Sonny Styles, but again, like, where do you justify picking him? You go back to the last time that Ohio State guy like that linebacker was taken real early. It kind of brings back some nice memories there, but I'm excited to see where a lot of these kids end up because especially with the 3 edges, kind of just how they're going to end up settling into the league. Are all 3 of them going to end up taking that step right away, or is it maybe going to be some late bloomers, or, are they busts? So it's all an if and see type moment thing right now. But dude, I'm excited, man. I'm getting nervous. The Raiders pick is in. I wonder what's going to happen.
I'm looking here, Ari. No update from Ari so far. The last one was the Raiders were on the clock. Was the last thing he tweeted out. I think we all know where this is going. But Coach Lynn says trade back 9 or 10 picks and pick up another third, depending on who is on the board. I'd be okay with that. Pick up another 3rd-round pick. Holy cow, dude, that'd be phenomenal because you're going to be able to double dip in that range we talked about, right? So that would be huge.
And we know Gute cooks in those rounds, right? 2nd, 3rd, 4th round. That's usually where he does his best work.
Way better than the first round, right?
Yeah, right.
He had way better success there. So I think they just key too much in on the physical freaks in the first round. It's like, okay, they draft in the first round for upside, and then when they get into the 2nd and 3rd and even the 4th round, historically speaking, I think they're focused on just the best player. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what's the tape look? Wish they would do that with every pick, but again, what the heck do I know? So Robert Miller in the chat says, I believe Joe Thomas was fishing with his dad during the draft when he was picked. You remember that, Jacob? That was awesome.
Yeah. That was a pure Wisconsin guy for you there. He didn't have any interest. I think he basically said politely, like, what is happening?
What's happening here?
Oh, God, they scared me. They're highlighting
Did you
Ty
see what I just
Simpson.
saw? Yeah, I saw Ty Simpson.
And he jumped up like he was running to the podium, and I was like, I told you.
Who did?
Ty Simpson. They just, for whatever reason, highlighted him.
That would be the ultimate troll, wouldn't it? If he just stood up and hugging people and everything. That would be great. I thought you said Diego Pavia did that. So that would be unbelievable, right? I was hearing people talk about Diego Pavia earlier today on a podcast, on an SEC podcast, and man, they don't think very highly of him. I'm sitting back going, I don't like the attitude. I don't, right? But y'all probably don't like him because he's whipped y'all's ass for the last 3 years or 2 years, however long it's been. I mean, he took Vandy to places they'd never been. Looks like the pick is in. Here we go.
Oh, shocker. It is Fernando Mendoza. Your first overall pick going to the Raiders.
The Raiders. I like it. I think that's what they had to do there. That was the pick they had to make.
Scared money don't make money.
I think if anybody's going to figure out the quarterback position in this draft, it's going to be Fernando Mendoza, no doubt. So, with that being said, let's take Mendoza and take him off the board. So now your best prospect is still David Bailey, obviously, Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love, Reuben Bain, and Caleb Downs. So, Tim, when you look at this and who is up next is the Jets, it's showing their top needs being, according to NFL.com, quarterback, edge, wide receiver, cornerback, and O-line. This has got to be an edge defender. This has got to be David Bailey, in my opinion.
I was going to say it's Bailey or Bain, right?
Maybe they like Reuben Bain more. You could be correct there, right? Yeah. Now, the Reuben Bain thing, the reason he's lit up in the purple, if you guys are unaware, news kind of broke a little bit earlier this month that he was involved in a vehicular accident. What was it? 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 full year ago, right? So the news kind of leaked out right before the draft. Surprise, right? Where unfortunately a young person lost their life eventually. I think they were in a coma for a little bit, that type of thing. So that's not saying he's not draftable. That's not saying he did anything wrong. I'm not a damn private detective, right? But it's lit up purple that, hey, there's something there that might potentially cause problems. I don't think it will, but that's why he's lit up purple there. Again, he's a great football player, man. We got a 0.2 grade on him. But in my opinion, David Bailey, Sonny Styles, and Jeremiah Love are in the top tier of talent right now. If I'm the Jets, I'm going David Bailey. What would you guys do?
Well, if I'm the Jets, number one, I'm going to contemplate my sanity, first of all. But second of all, they could take Jeremiah Love right here for all we know, right? I mean, this is a team that I don't know. It's tough to predict what they would do. We've seen a lot of crazy moves from that front office.
I saw a report that they were really considering Arvell Reese and that they were going to start him as more of an off ball and switch him as to more of an edge type guy. So, like you said, this is a fun one. I've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock for the Jets. What are you guys at?
Yeah, 3:26.
Nice. Yep. Okay, so we're right synced up. Good to go.
Clay, you got the ESPN feed, right?
Yeah, I've got the McAfee show and I got the ESPN feed here. So I'm gonna see if I can remove. I hope this don't mess anything up. I got to be careful here. Now this is a copy. We're good. So I'm gonna try to pull Fernando Mendoza off to the side here real quick so we can update the board in real time on the horizontal board. If we can make this happen, I think we can. Look at these technological advancements. You kidding me, boys? Look at this right here. Somebody come look. Oh, heads up! You're trying to. Emilio, we got an error message, Emilio.
Uh-oh.
I don't like reading stuff. You're trying to edit a part of this change accidentally. Let's do it anyway. Heck with it. We're rolling the dice.
You think God never farted?
Of course he did, Brett. Of course he did.
All
right, so we're squared away there. Is the pick in yet, boys? Heard anything yet?
The pick is in just now.
Yep.
All right. Is there anybody celebrating yet?
No, but we do have a super chat here from Reggie L1515. He says, somewhere in this draft, if we can find a Finley prototype tight end to match up with Kraft, that would be great. A tight end too fast for linebackers and too tall for cornerbacks. I know a guy, Mr. Tanner Koziel, man. Tell you what.
I knew you were going to say that.
Checks a lot of them boxes, I say. I also like John Michael Gillenborg. I think those are kind of similar prototypes there. What are you guys' thoughts?
Go ahead, Tim.
I'm on the fence with the tight ends, but Koziel is certainly intriguing for sure.
Tell you the one that's really intriguing. Some people were saying he may make it to the third round. I don't know how he would. When you're talking about the tight end out of Vanderbilt,
Stowers.
Eli Stowers. I'm trying to find him on our board right here. We got him in the 50 spot. Some people are saying he's going to make it to the third round. If he makes it to the third round, run the card. I'm okay with that one. Eli Stowers was solid, man. Playing in the SEC, 36th at his position, 5th at his position, and 10th at his position. One of the reasons why Diego Pavia was a Heisman finalist was for Eli Stowers, man. Solid prospect. So that'd be mine there for sure. So thank you for the super chat, Reggie. You're the man. Super chat from Willen A. Thank you so much. He says, big board appreciation fund. Hey, we greatly appreciate door fees, all that stuff, man. We greatly appreciate these tips. Yeah. So, and listeners, pros and cons of doing a live stream like this. The ad revenue for YouTube is significantly lower for a live stream, but I'm telling you, man, there's no better way of spending the NFL draft than hanging out in here with 400 of our best friends. So, absolutely awesome. If y'all would smash that like button for us as the pick is in and Goodell's coming to the podium. Tim, do you got it already? Sir?
Ooh, Bailey.
Is it Bailey? Go ahead and say it if you got
David Bailey, Texas Tech.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
sir.
listen, guys, don't be worried about stepping on each other's toes either, man. If you got the pick, say I got the pick. We'll announce it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna beat Tim every play. I'll tell you what, I'm coming.
Hey, are you watching the network feed, Jacob? What are you on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Dang
But
it.
I'm a little bit further behind. That's okay.
All right, so David Bailey's the New York Jets. It's very rare that the Jets make the right decision. I think that is the right decision right there. So there you go. David Bailey is a New York Jet.
Not my chair. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say.
Not my Jet, not my problem. That's what I say. So now the best prospects available are Sonny Styles, linebacker at Ohio State, Jeremiah Love, running back out of Notre Dame, edge defender Reuben Bain out of Miami, Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State. And when we look at who is on the board right now, it's your Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals here. Top needs quarterback, O-line, edge, D-line, and linebacker. So this is going to get interesting here. Edge is a position of tier 1 importance, obviously. When it says O-line, it does make you wonder at the O-line position, do they need interior and outside as well? If you look at our board, this screams Reuben Bain. Again, if the purple box checks, right, Jacob, if they feel good about any off-the-field stuff, Reuben Bain will be a solid pick, I think, for the Cardinals here. However, they are showing safety as a need as well. No, they're not. No, they're not. So it's O-line, quarterback, and edge. So if you stuck to the needs here and I was running the show, I think I would be looking at Reuben Bain or Sonny Styles here, in my opinion. Sonny Styles is that good. They've got linebacker listed as a need, but it looks like the 5th largest need. What would you go here if you were the Cardinals, Jacob, with their top needs being quarterback, O-line, edge, D-line, and linebacker?
Yeah, I think you just got to go Bain. You can't go wrong with an edge. You know what I mean? Got the new kind of regime over there. You definitely want to give them some help to kind of maybe solidify that defense, put a less pressure on the new offense kind of thing. It just makes a little more sense. Otherwise, be boring and stick to O-line. I mean, yeah, that would be a thing that wouldn't be bad. I saw a lot of people were mocking Jeremiah Love to them, and it just didn't make sense. One, because they've already got 2 backs there. They paid Algier in the offseason, so I don't see that happening. But he's such a high talent that I wouldn't rule that out either. And it looks like they've got just about 3:20 on the clock left for the Cardinals here, so we'll find out in just a few. Tim, if you're in the front office of the Cardinals, who are you picking right here?
I think I'm with you. It's probably an edge, but who do we have as the next next highest quarterback on the board right now?
Quarterback?
QB.
That's going to be Ty, yeah. Which that'd be shocking, wouldn't it? Okay, hey, I'm on board.
I'm going Sonny Styles here, boys. I've made my mind up. If I'm the Cardinals, I'm getting Sonny Styles. I'm putting him right in the middle of this defense. You got a negative 3.0 grade. Come on, dude. Like that, your Mike Backer is set for the next 6 to 10 years. I think that's the direction I would go here.
That's a good point.
Again, if you're going to reach a little bit, if you're going to reach down a tier, Reuben Bain would be the one, obviously tier 1 position of importance. I could also see it being a situation if you're not sold on Sonny Styles or you don't think you need Sonny Styles or Jeremiah Love, maybe trade back a couple spots here. I don't know if anybody'd be willing to do that or not, but
I mean,
they're down to 2 minutes here. I wonder if they're trying to work something right now, using up a lot of the clock here.
Right.
That could be too.
If you guys would take a second and smash that like button for us, we greatly appreciate it. United Bates says, Mr. Balloon Hands, get real. Get real.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm a little bit – Brambo thinks they should go O-line. Reggie's talking about how they should get a quarterback. I feel like it'd be way too early in my opinion, but we got a little super fan here, chat from Mr. Packers super fan Mike. Says I predict a trade up tomorrow for cornerback Keontae Scott. Okay, that's a bold prediction. Remember that one.
Yeah, so Keontae Scott, we've got him in the 48 spot. Here's the problem with that. He's a slot. He's a versatile slot. He's basically a slot corner is what we kind of came away with. Slot, but he can play outside a little bit. He can also play safety a little bit. It's mostly slot safety is what I've shown. Tim, do you get the PFF big board pulled up to see where his snaps were for Keontae Scott? Either of you guys would be fine.
I got it. Yeah.
Keontae predominantly slot.
Yeah, predominantly.
So, now, here's the thing, though.
Played a little bit of boundary, though, in 2024, right? 129 snaps. But, yeah, mostly slot snaps for him.
Now, if we were to try to defend what Mike just said there, I'm going to put it back on the screen. If we were to try to defend that, they're talking about 3 safety looks, right? Well, what if they went with a slot corner to take over for Bull, and when you go to the 3 safety looks, Bull plays the 3rd safety, right?
I like it. I mean, Keontae Scott has got a great man coverage grade and a great zone coverage grade. He's certainly capable. Run defense looks good. I think you might be onto something there.
Yeah, and Greg Cosell, 3-point bonus for Greg Cosell, 9+ RAS. Dane Brugler's got him 76, right? So that seems like a little bit of a reach. However, DJ had him with the 45 spot. So right there with Jacob Rodriguez. So, Mike, I don't think it'd be a horrible idea, man, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Is Jeremiah Love going to be the pick here to the Cardinals? They're showing him. I would be okay with that, too, if I'm the Cardinals. I know they still got Connor down there, I believe, right?
Coach said.
Yeah. I mean, that's you
talking about people saying Love.
And they're talking about them potentially at pick 32 putting themselves in a position to get Ty Simpson. Well, now you got that's one of the that's a quarterback's best friend is having somebody like Jeremiah Love in the backfield. It's like Jeremiah Love. This is going to be the first time a running back is taken in the top 5. If he goes in the top 5, I think they said since Saquon Barkley. I think we all agree that pick worked out pretty damn good, right?
Yeah, he turned out to be a pretty good player.
Pretty. All right, let's see.
All right. Pick us in. Looks like Ari's not tipping tonight.
Jeremiah Love, they got him.
Let's go. There it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, Ari had it a minute ago. Yeah. I love it, man. Listen, Notre Dame recruiting going through the roof, baby. You got to love it here. You got Coach Freeman got these recruits coming in and go, hey, man, you want to be taken in the top 3 in the draft? Come to Notre Dame. You know what I mean? That's how that works. So Notre Dame's Jeremiah Love is off the board.
Could you imagine if the Packers got him? We could get some double Love action in the backfield.
That sounds like this is PG.
Wait a minute. That came out wrong.
Tim, we officially made it 52 minutes and 40 seconds into the stream before Jacob said something inappropriate.
To be honest, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. that's a new record there.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
So good. I hate him.
Man, this is so you can see the board shaping up pretty good. Now it's early. It's easy to get these really, really early ones, right? We pretty much predicted just about every pick so far. I think I would have taken Sonny Styles over Jeremiah Love. But, man, Mike LaFleur with a wide zone boot scheme with Jeremiah Love, that's deadly. That's deadly. So.
Absolutely. They got to go O-line with their next pick, though, right?
I would – well, you talking about the Cardinals?
I would think so.
I think they're projected – their next pick, Tim, is many people were thinking they're going to trade up to 32 with the Seahawks because I think that's their only first-round pick, right? So – if they trade up to 32 with the Seahawks, it's going to be a quarterback. I think it'll be Ty Simpson. But I'm with you. I wouldn't mind them going O-line because I think it is one of their top needs as well. But so we got the Titans on the clock. The Titans just missed out on Jeremiah Love. I was looking forward to going back in that new stadium, watching him run. So,
what do you think about coaches coming here trade for Trey Benson? Because like I was talking about, they have now Trey Benson, Tyler Algier, and Jeremiah. I mean, talk about a stacked backfield. That is unbelievable there. But yeah, that's a problem. I mean, I shouldn't say it's a problem, but you know how the Packers fans would react if we spent money. They didn't spend a ton of money, I don't think, on Algier, but enough where people were like, well, he's going to be on the roster, right? So that means, I mean, again, Matt LaFleur. Oof. Mike, right? He's taken over. So do you think that he's going to have a little bit of a crazy run scheme going on there where he has the double-headed triple attack sort of thing? Or what are your thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Tim. Give your take, man. I'm trying to get the TV back on over here.
I'm doing the same thing, man. I just lost my feed.
Did you really? So it must be everybody. Yeah, it's not even loading up. That's really strange. I'm going to try to go over to the McAfee broadcast here. Isn't it amazing? We supposedly just sent a bunch of astronauts up around the moon. You know what I mean? But we can't keep a damn TV service going.
Jacob's got his bunny ears over there, and he's got the best.
Yes, I do. Okay. Right now they're talking to his father, and man, his father looks like he could strap up right now and play football, dude. You can tell where he gets his genes from for sure.
I got a pissed off Pittsburgh fan over here going, really? I came over here so the TV didn't work? That's awesome. Right. Sorry, Worth, I didn't pay the cable. Way it works, man. Money short, times are hard.
CGN's talking about how the Titans are up next, whose needs are basically every position. Clayton is a guy that's kind of around the hustle and bustle of Tennessee. In your position, is there anything that jumps off the page? Is like, hey, you have to address this right now?
Yeah. Name a position.
That's good. Okay.
They are hot garbage, dude. If it were me, I would focus on offensive tackle and edge if at all possible. I think I'd go Reuben Bain here if it were me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at their linebacking crew, and I mean, everybody other than Simmons on their team last year was terrible. I mean, bad. You're talking in the 30s and in the 40s. So, yeah, to me that would make sense. Reuben Bain or Styles on either one still, because their linebacker play was.
Watch them take Caleb Downs.
I mean, they need that too. Both their safeties were terrible.
They're showing linebacker as a need too on NFL.com. It's the final need. They're showing O-line and edge. If it were me here, as long as Reuben Bain, the personal stuff checks out, and I imagine it would, I would go Reuben Bain here if it were me. That would be my pick.
So.
Now, they'll probably screw it up and go wide receiver or something, but that's definitely the route I would take. Because if you're going to go offensive line, according to our board, Maui Noah would be the pick, right? So if you go Maui Noah, you're reaching down quite a bit to a 4.9 grade as where you had Reuben Bain at a 0.2. Same tier technically on our board, but I think I would go Reuben Bain. Sonny Styles wouldn't be a bad pick either. I'm just not real familiar with their stack backer position at the moment. So maybe they got a couple guys that they like decently there. Who's their top pass rusher though? I can't think of one. Is it? I know they had
Jeffrey
a big
Simmons at D-line.
D tackle, right? So if you get Reuben Bain, they'll be able to play off each other a little bit, right? Especially in nickel sets. So, I would go Reuben Bain here if it were me.
All right, the pick is in. Just waiting for him to come up and give the old announce. But
Ari's got it here.
CJ says agree, Clayton. I think they need.
What did I just say? They were going to screw it up, right? We got the pick is in. You ready for this one, Tim? You ready for this? The Tennessee Titans are selecting wide receiver Carnell Tate, number 4.
No way. Nice.
And that's why broke people stay broke right there, folks. That is it. Unbelievable.
Not my chin, not my problem. That's what I say.
Not my trenches, not my problem. That's what I say. That's unbelievable, man. That's such a
Calder.
Yeah, such a Titans pick, dude. Such a Titans pick.
Coach a little shocked. I mean, we just talked about it a few episodes back where these teams that are so foolish over and over and over again, the Jets, the Cleveland Browns, the Panthers, coming into each draft thinking, if I just get this flashy wide receiver, that'll fix all the problems we had in the trenches and our quarterback's noodle arm and not having guys that can block and guys not knowing how to run routes. So there you go. That's why, like you said, the rich stay rich and the pow stay pow.
Crazy, man. Absolutely nuts. So let's see. The next team that's on the clock here is going to be the Giants. Their top needs is defensive line. Obviously, they traded Dexter Lawrence, offensive line, cornerback, linebacker. So they're in the market for a big D tackle. The problem is we don't have anybody too high on the board here, right? Our top graded D tackle is Caleb Banks, and Caleb Banks is all the way down there in the 20 spot. So this is going to get interesting. So if we go to the secondary needs, saying O-line, if you stayed in the trenches here, obviously they got their quarterback in Jackson Dart. They got Malik Neighbors last year, wide receiver, who I think is going to be a good football player. They just kind of built the roster ass backwards, in my opinion. But I think I would go Francis Maui Noah here if it were me. Now, if you want to go Reuben Bain, that helps kind of fill that void a little bit, knowing that you got rid of Dexter Lawrence. You can still get a little bit of pass rush generated. Who do they still – I want to say they have a decent edge rusher up there.
They got Burns and Keon Thibodeau.
So that really don't make a whole lot of sense to go get Reuben Bain, does it?
I feel like they're like you talked about. I look at that offensive line, and last year they started Hudson the third. He had a 33 grade. Van Rotten was at a 65, the right guard. Their center was Cheeks, 60 out of 5, and their left. I mean, Runyon, our boy John Runyon. A lot of guys, even myself, was sad to see him go. He ended up with a 65th ranked grade out of 79 guards. So once again, kind of a little bit of a booty juice. I think you're right, Clay. I think they almost have to. Well, if you're a smart, I think you go Francis or you go Spencer.
Yeah. Now, who's their starting stack backer? What did they grade out like? Because Sonny Styles might be the pick here too.
Honestly, I was just going to say that might actually have to be it. Darius Masau, who was never graded higher than a 58, and Mr. Everybody knows Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. So yeah, to me, it looks like that they could have. I mean, a lot of needs, dude. Safety is looking poor too. I mean, they spent a lot of capital on Newbin recently in Holland, but they just don't seem like they're paying it out. And then you look at their cornerback room, and their highest ranked corner is a slot with a 63. Their outside guys are Banks and Adebo with a 42.4 and a 58.4. So honestly, a lot of this is wide open for them too.
Yeah, I think I go Sonny Styles here if it were me.
I think it's
not a prediction. I'm telling you what I would do. Sonny Styles. Now you can make a case for Mansour Delane, right? Like if you want to go get the best corner in the draft, I get it. But you got Sonny Styles sitting up there at a minus 3.0 grade. That dude was a stud, man. And absolutely, he's a physical freak, 45-inch vertical. Greg Cosell raved over him. Daniel Jeremiah had him as the 5th best prospect, as did Dane Brugler, to the best of my knowledge. Tankathon had him 13, but that was early in the process. 6'5", 244, 32 and 7/8 inch arms, 4'4", 640, 14th highest graded stack backer last year. Played for a dominant program in Ohio State. That's where I would go.
Looks like the sleuths in the chat are starting to figure this out before we do. We got Reese going. It sounds like the consensus is that we already know that Arvell Reese will be going.
So they go down the board to his versatile linebacker / edge rusher teammate, Sonny Styles' teammate, Arvell Reese. Good stuff, guys. Tip them. If you get them, throw them in the chat.
Yeah,
man.
throw them in the chat. Yeah. I'm starting to notice a couple of these guys that I can trust here.
Yeah, I was going to say, now, if we catch you being a troll and you're throwing in the wrong stuff on purpose, we'll give you one. The second time, you're out of here. All right, we want to make sure we get everybody the information as soon as possible.
And while we're hanging around here, guys, please hit that like, subscribe, share it with people. Force them to watch.
Sharing, right?
That's right. That was interesting there. I definitely would have went Styles, I think.
Mm-hmm. Styles is sinking a little bit, isn't he? Somebody's going to get a hell of a football player, man. It's probably going to be a decent team too. That's how this sometimes works out, right? So obviously that was the Lions that went and got Reese, right? Or Reese, am I thinking right? Or the Giants? I'm sorry, the Giants got Reese. Right?
Scared me for a second there, man.
Yeah. So the Browns are on the clock. It's going to surprise everybody. Their top need is quarterback, O-line, wide receiver, cornerback, and edge. This is interesting. O-line. You're now getting in that range, like we said, of Francis Maui-Noah. I don't know if they're set at right tackle or not. But, again, Maui-Noah, one of those guys could play on both sides of the line if you needed him to. Top prospects available, Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ruben Bain, edge. Is it just me, Jacob, or does it feel like Ruben Bain's fallen a little bit? You think
Definitely. I mean, there was, though, that cluster of the 3, right? And so if there's only going to be on any given – draft year a bunch of teams that really do want to solidify that edge. Obviously, we know that one of them's got to go with the quarterback. You can't pass up the running back of maybe the last 3-4 years type guy. So that makes a little more sense. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a feeling that Mr. Bain, was he the one that had the smaller arms, or did he have the longer arms?
Ruben Bain was 6'2", 263 with only 30 and 7/8 inch arms.
Yeah. Right.
So that was the big thing out. Greg Cosell still liked him a lot. He said, if you're worried about the arm length, yeah, there's concern there, right? But PFF, he graded out pretty darn well. Third best edge defender in all of college football. DJ had him at 6. Dane Brugler had him at 9. So he's a good football player. It's just I'm wondering if that whole accident thing's what's causing him some spots here. So it's always awkward to talk about that. I don't feel comfortable talking about that stuff, but it's part of the draft. You got to mention it.
No, I know what you mean. Right. Yeah.
We got Wade Shields here with the super chat. Thank you so much, Wade. More dumb GMs go wide receiver first, more likely cornerback, D tackle fall to us. Love it, man. Love the positive enthusiasm there, man, for sure. I hope take all the wide receivers, take all the quarterbacks, right? Get us a solid cornerback or a D tackle fall right in our lap. I'd be over the moon with that, Wade. We appreciate the support, buddy. You're always very, very kind to the show. We got Mr. Miggs Media with the super chat. Who do you suppose will be the first to trade? Ooh, that's a good one. I wish we had Peter Schrager's mock pulled up because he had a couple trades predicted, didn't he, gents?
Yeah, I think so. Dallas, I believe, was one of them.
Yeah, was it up to 10 or are they sitting in the 10 spot? Yeah, they traded. I think they traded up from 12 to 10, maybe. They're sitting in the 12 spot right now. Dallas is. Let me go grab that article real quick. I won't put it on screen, but I'll just read off.
I had to step away. What did I miss? Who did the Giants take?
Arvell Reese at Ohio State. So we down the board a little bit. We're wondering, Tim, is Ruben Bain falling because of that purple bar, the whole situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, might be
Bates is saying that it's happening now. Chad is on it. Browns are trading back to the Chiefs, according to Arizona or Ari. Sorry, Ari.
Off, probably. Yeah, let me double check. That's probably what he's talking about. Let me refresh Ari's page. We already got the pick is in, boys. The Chiefs are selecting here, and they're taking cornerback Mansour Delane out of LSU. Wow. So
here's the guy.
Solid pick there. We got a 3 grade on him. He's the 7th best prospect. And where did he go just now? Number 6. So checks out pretty good, right? Board's holding true so far. Again, you're seeing Ruben Bain fall a little bit. We'll see how far he does slide. But interesting, the Chiefs came up and said, let's get us the best cornerback in the draft. That's pretty wild. What do y'all think about it? How we feel about it?
I mean, it makes sense. They were a team that was – the Browns, that makes more sense for them, right? All of a sudden, they do something smart. So, hey, if you're a Browns fan right now, mini golf clap. I think that's a good thing for you.
Back to this super chat here from Mr. Miggs. He said, who do you suppose to be the first trade? Talking about Peter Schrager, he had the Dallas Cowboys trading up to 9 with Kansas City to take Mansour Delane. Obviously, that did not happen. The next trade mentioned is the Giants at 10 via Cincinnati, but I think that trade has already happened, right? So, obviously, the Chiefs and Dallas trade did not happen. The first trade just took place, though, as we mentioned there. So, the Chiefs obviously coming up. Who did the Chiefs trade with just now? Who was it?
Browns.
So, hey, look at the Browns. All right.
That's what I just said. Congrats, man.
Solid move. Yeah. Appreciate the super chat.
Trying to undo that Deshaun Watson damage.
Yes.
One pick at a time.
Yeah. That's like trying to wipe your ass with tree bark. That's going to take a little bit. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little while before you can. What's your problem, Jacob? Why are you looking at me like that?
I didn't say nothing, man.
Jacob said, I'm not the reason we got canceled tonight. Awesome. Let me get a sip of my coffee.
Sounds good.
All right, best prospects available according to our board. Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State. Ruben Bain, edge defender out of Miami. Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State. Jermod McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee. Francis Mawanoa, right tackle out of Miami. Spencer Fano, offensive tackle, somewhat versatile, out of Utah. And then Micah Lemon, wide receiver out of USC. What were you going to say, Jake? Did you have something, Bo?
No. I was just saying that it makes a lot of sense. I can't believe now how Styles has fallen. I'm trying to just figure out, because, I don't think Washington has a need for line. Well, that's not true. I guess Wagner is so old, long in the tooth. Maybe they're thinking get a guy like Styles, have him get mentored by Wagner. Can you imagine that? And they still have Luvu. And that'd be – I could be on board with that if I'm a Commanders fan.
I'm going to switch over and put the draft on the screen for a second. That way we can kind of keep up with as we go here. So you can see the top picks, obviously. Fernando Mendoza went 1, David Bailey 2, Jeremiah Love 3, Cornell Tate 4, Arvell Reese 5. And then, of course, the Chiefs, they haven't announced it yet, but we know the pick is Mansour Delane via a trade. So, now we got the Commanders on the clock, right? Wide receiver, O-line, safety, edge, linebacker. What are we thinking here, boys? Does another wide receiver go this early, you think? If they did, I imagine it would be Micah Lemon or Jordan Tyson. Jordan Tyson's red on our board because obviously the injury concerns, although everything is saying that he is fully healthy now. What do y'all think?
Or Denzel Boston, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be a reach, though.
Mm-hmm.
They've got McLaurin, McCaffrey. Brown's been meh, so they could definitely use a wide receiver. I just really like the idea of Styles getting mentored by Wagner for a season, but they could definitely use some help along that D-line. They look pathetic, really, really bad, actually. So Yeah, pretty much one of those teams where you can kind of close your eyes and pick a need, and I'm sure that means they'll go wide receiver. So,
who in the hell is Mel Kiper in a way?
Exactly.
All right. Exactly. So, who are the Commanders going to take here? They are on the clock. Let me go back to Ari, see if we got it tipped already or not. Ari's on top of it, though. Dude.
Jacob, what do you have on your screen right now?
They're still talking about the Chiefs pick.
Oh, okay.
Arvell Reese. I'm showing Arvell Reese on mine, so maybe we're way behind now. I don't know.
Yeah, Arvell Reese is on the screen. It just says the Chiefs pick is in, but I'm just the TV production is way behind the scuttlebutt of the internet, which is interesting.
Well, the internet is undefeated, Jacob. You know that.
That is true. That is true. Let me hit a couple chats while we're looking at one thing that I wanted to make sure everybody knew. Big Money Gaming for Life was asking this a little bit ago. He goes, can y'all not show the NFL draft live on the screen? That would be a big no-no. We would immediately have the stream shut down.
You do that, you're going to get your ass kicked in that.
Yes. So that is the reason why. I know some other people were asking. So
yeah, can't do it, buddy. Sorry, copyright purposes. So
wish we could.
Yeah, wish we could. Yeah. All right.
Man.
So as we await the Commanders pick here, if they were to go wide receiver, right? If they were to go wide receiver here, Mekhi
Lemon, yeah.
I think it would probably be Mekhi Lemon. Now, Jordan Tyson, man, when you look at the bonuses here, same Greg Cosell bonus, so you can make a case like if you want a big outside guy in Jordan Tyson, 6'2", 203, right? If you want a guy that's a little more, maybe inside a little bit more, maybe more of a Z, 5'11", 192 is Mekhi Lemon, so that's interesting there. If you look at the PFF grades, Mekhi Lemon was solid, right, Tim? Third highest graded wide receiver in all of college football.
Yep.
Yeah, really, really interesting here. Again, if I'm the Commanders, do you feel like you're close enough that you could take a wide receiver and put the last piece in place? I don't know, man. I don't. They're showing wide receiver, O-line, safety. Is this Caleb Downs here? If safety is a big need, Caleb Downs is a stud, dude.
Yeah,
Caleb Downs. I remember when he was recruited.
Looks like got it. Styles is the pick. Love it. I love it.
Yeah, he's gonna fit in good over there. Who's their coach? Defensive minded head coach Dan Quinn. Am I thinking right? Right. So, if they bring Bobby Wagner back too, I don't know if Bobby Wagner's signed yet or not, but that'd be a nice little group them together, right? Let him learn behind Bobby Wagner. That'd be interesting. But I think Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. The Commanders pick is in early. We're probably hating us tipping the picks over. I didn't even think about that. But we got Sonny Styles going to the Washington Commanders. So you like the pick, Tim?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do
too, man. So you see the board shaping up pretty good, man. The biggest reach so far was in the 13 spot, and that was for Mr. Arvell Reese. That one a little bit off base for me. Unless they're wanting to use
a giant,
Yeah.
Can we go back to our big board, Clay?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, man. I didn't know if y'all would want this up on the screen or not. I'm cool with keeping it on our board. You guys let me know what y'all want and let the chat decide too. But yeah, I'm good either way, man.
Maybe if we can bounce back and forth every now and then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just helps kind of put that's cool. Man.
Yeah, so we got Ruben Bain with a 0.2 grade. Then we got Caleb Downs, 1.4. They're in the same tier. Jermod McCoy, 4.1. Francis Mauigoa at 4.9, along with Spencer Fano, 4.9. So those two offensive linemen are graded out the same. I would give the edge to Mauigoa because Greg Cosell with the 3-point bonus there. And then you got Mekhi Lemon and Jordan Tyson. So if a top need here for the Saints, they're showing wide receiver, edge, and cornerback, right? That's interesting. This would be Ruben Bain, right, guys? Like, if Ruben Bain is not the pick here, then he's falling, right? That's
for sure.
For sure.
I mean, they definitely could use some offensive line help too, I think. But at this point, I don't know. Yeah, if they take Downs or McCoy too, that could be. I think that definitely means Bain's falling a little bit.
If y'all would do us a big favor, if you're watching live right now, smash that like button for us. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're watching on X, and you want to join the YouTube comment section and that conversation, you can't see it on X. If you hop over to our YouTube channel, you can actually follow along and chat in there as well. As we say that, viewers are going to drop now because we got another guy joining the screen. This is that guy we've been warning everybody about. I don't know. Maybe his screen's still white down there too. Y'all noticing that too? I don't know what happened there. So
yeah, I see it.
Yeah. What's up with Amelia? Don't put him on the screen. I want to make sure he's got a shirt on.
Make sure he's got a shirt on.
He's got to have his clothes on. Jeez.
I love it. So
get in here, Emilio. Talk some linebacker. Come on.
He's probably working on the board and just wants to make funny. I'm going to step away.
What's the problem?
I'm going to step away for a second. Y'all take over.
Yeah, here he goes. Unbelievable.
What are your initial thoughts on Mr. Sonny Styles going to shadow underneath Bobby Wagner in the Commanders?
Yeah, it was either that or they were going to go after, Caleb Downs there. But just having that guy, who was it? It's just who's their defensive coordinator? I can't even remember.
Quinn.
But he's
Quinn, right? The head coach.
Right, yeah, he's the one. He's the one that coached up Micah right before he left when Dallas. So then you go and get somebody just like that, right? Same, not same, but talent wise, speed, freak athlete, all that stuff.
Tim, we got the pick. Can you hit the chime?
The pick is in for the Saints.
Sorry, Emilio, we're running and gunning. I don't know if you've been listening.
Oh, that's
Some
good.
of us are actually working. You know what I mean, dude?
I tried to watch it. I was trying to watch it as I was coming in, and I was like back on the Giants pick when you guys were already done with the Chiefs trade and everything.
Yeah, the TV is lagging. It's kind of almost impossible to watch. But Gooch Smoke 2040 has been accurate all draft, so hopefully he didn't just burn me here because he's been one of the first to get it. But I'm pretty sure I can. If I could trust anybody, I can trust Gooch Smoke. You know what I mean?
Here's a guy.
How can you not? In all seriousness, I mean that does fit a need. You look at what the. I'm just going to assume that this is what we're going to go with here. Chris Olave is basically all they've got. They've got Tipton and Vele is their next best in the slot. So to me, it kind of makes sense. But again, do they think they trust that quarterback? Do you guys have faith in, Tyler Shuck, even though it does not look like that?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they think Shuck's the man. But you go out, you get a guy with, maybe a little bit of injury, concerns. But look at his numbers. 24, he was 56, 25, 39. He's a big play, explosive guy. PFF and Consensus both had him at 7th overall. DJ had him 15, Tankathon had him 10, and Dane Brugler had him 12. I don't see how he wouldn't have gone, definitely ahead of 15. The fact that it's the top 10, it's big for Arizona State, right?
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything else that shocks you so far, Emilio? I mean, you've been kind of the master of the board putting this all together. So obviously I'm sure you got your, you have your personal favorites. Everybody knows mine's Red Murdoch.
Right. No, absolutely.
Tim, what would you say is your draft crush?
Oh, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson.
Okay, that's pretty obvious. For sure.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, he's no Jaden Higgins, but he'll do.
Hey,
but no, I honestly think the Chiefs coming up that high would be my biggest thing, because I was going to ask y'all before I got on, but didn't get it in time. How many trades were we going to see in night one? Did you guys hit that? What was it? Did you have any number? No, I'm saying as a guest. Jacob.
As a guest? Yeah.
I was thinking
2 at least. Yeah. We've already had 1, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was thinking it could have been 4. I feel like the later rounds could get crazy. Seahawks probably won out. They only have 4 picks. So I think there might be a lot of moving. And DJ did mention on one of his pods he thinks that potentially a player could get moved today as well. But I
did hear that too. All right, Emilio, everybody's been giving me crap because prior to the draft, there was a bunch of credible news reports that there could be a quote unquote surprise or some sort of thing going on in the first round that will leave people quote unquote shocked. Have you seen something like that?
If anything, it would probably be just moving a player.
Yeah. And that's what Jeremiah, what was it on Move the was it 40s?
Yeah, 40s. Yeah, he said I have something, but I won't tell you. He said it's nothing crazy. I could see it being like Pickens or somebody like that if they move off of him, but the wide receiver, you have both wide receivers going early, and Tennessee taking Tate. I think that kind of threw me off too, just because if anything, the Cowboys might need a wide receiver later on. But again, that pick 20 is going to be important because that would have been ours, right? So who are they getting with that pick 20, and who do they get with 12? I think if Downs is there, they're pulling the trigger, or they potentially move up to 10. And try to grab him there.
Gotcha. Well, we look like we have some people claiming some stuff is happening in the chat. I just want to hold off and see if we can make sure and get some confirmation here. But yes, still waiting on the TV edition to show the Saints pick. So
yeah, did we confirm their pick yet?
No, the TV edition is rough.
Yeah, it is. It is like watching paint dry. But
the NFL feed, NFL Network is not much better. I think it's actually further behind.
I mean, can we get a little bit? I mean, we're paying for the fiber. Why are we not getting
what the hell's going on out here?
Tell you what. Well, so Clay, I don't know if you've been able to confirm, but one of our chatsters claimed that the Saints are going to go with, what did I say, guys?
Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson.
That is correct, sir.
All right. Perfect. Thoughts on that? I asked the guys if they thought that Tyler Shuck was your quarterback, and if you felt confident in that. If you were the GM, would you feel confident building around Mr. Tyler Shuck?
I feel confident building around Tyler Shuck. I just think the Saints are further away than just a wide receiver.
Right.
You know, I don't know what their offensive line looks like, but I can't imagine they're so great that you couldn't take the 10th best prospect in the draft or go edge defender. This is a big thing, Emilio. We were talking about this before you hopped on. Ruben Bain's dropping, dude. Like, that's
is
that
it
purple.
the arms or is it the off the field? Because the arms was a huge conversation for months about it, right? But then they said it was Jason Taylor. He was out there coaching them up, giving them the nod and all that. They were thinking that he could potentially fall down to Miami.
Clayton, you ever think about how Ruben Bain looks when he's trying to get really hard ice cream out of a box? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my gosh. How about Theo Vaughn? We were in here after the show last night watching Theo Vaughn videos together, and when he talked about a little person struggling with a real cold piece of ice cream trying to scoop.
Cat Williams loses his mind.
He said, "I don't think you acknowledge how funny that is."
That's a good Cat Williams, dude.
I can actually do a good Cat Williams. We'll keep that for another day, though. Enough super chats. We'll talk. We'll start announcing picks in Cat Williams' voice.
That's a great deal.
All right, best prospects available: Ruben Bain, edge out of Miami; Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State; Jermod McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee; Francis Mauigoa, right tackle out of Miami; Spencer Fano, offensive tackle out of Utah.
Looks like the Browns are picking Fano.
Micah Lemon, wide receiver out of USC. Would you say so? It's in, Jacob. Is that right?
Yeah, while you were away, we've gotten to know a gentleman, a scholar, Mr. Gooch Smoke 2040. And he has been absolutely dropping the bangers. Same thing with Bates. They're basically 1A, 1B here. So I trust right? Gooch Smoke and I trust Bates.
I thought Jacob was the only one smoking Gooch around here.
Right.
Could be a crackhead. Got hold to the wrong stuff.
Well, Spencer Fano was the pick. All right. So
I'm just going to turn my TV off at this point.
Tim, I did.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. And Clay, he's right down in your neck of the woods next to you and Emilio.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah. I'm not the only one smoking Gooch down here. That's good stuff.
Let's start this hashtag, guys.
What if we got that trending on Twitter right now? Hashtag I love it. Oh, man. What part of Tennessee? You don't have to give me your address, but are we in East Tennessee?
Give us a generalization here.
Yeah, me and Emilio went through this process. We didn't know if each other were psycho killers or not. So it's like, yeah, I'm in Tennessee. Yeah, me too. What part? Silence.
Yeah. Could I mow your yard? Like, how close are we talking here?
I'm on the eastern side of the state. Yeah, I am too. All right, cool. And a little bit of time went by, and I'm checking arrest records. Okay, he hasn't been put in. Yeah, I'm in Northeast Tennessee. Where are you? Oh, I'm in East Tennessee. We started narrowing it down. So, yeah.
I'm next to the big mountain range. It's like near me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Hickman, about an hour away from Nashville.
Okay.
Nashville's awesome.
The question is, how close are you to that Buc-ee's on the 40? That's the real question.
We give directions in Tennessee in reflection of where you are to Buc-ee's, right? I'm just north of Buc-ee's store 112.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Perfect. Yeah.
Love it. Dave C says he's in St. Louis. Man, I went to St. Louis one time, did some business up there. And that's an awesome town. I'm Irish, obviously, last name Bailey. And we spent the night in a high-rise hotel in downtown St. Louis, woke up the next morning, and woke up the Dropkick Murphys, shipping up to Boston, blaring in the street, put down. It was St. Patty's Day festivities. I was like, man, look at St. Louis after my heart over here. St. Louis is a pretty cool town. But he, like he says, if you hear gunshots, you are in St. Louis, though. So, valid point. They were good to us, man. We went to a place, a little biker bar that was on Man vs. Food, where they had a really cool, what was it, Count of Monte Cristo dog, I think is what it was that we tried. It was really, really good. So, yeah. But anyway, back to your regular scheduled program. If y'all would smash that like button, we greatly appreciate everybody making us a part of your draft festivities. We're about to crack 500. If y'all hit that, if everybody hits that like button right now, guarantee you we'll kick over 500. It will happen. If you're watching on X and you want to join the YouTube comments, just hop over to YouTube and you can actually comment in there and see what everybody's saying. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. All right. So who is on the clock right now, boys? Is it the Browns? Tim said, I have no idea.
I have no idea. It's still showing the Saints picking on my screen. So
yeah, I got Goodell walking up right now.
So we got the Giants have made their selection now. Okay. So the Browns, who did the Browns go with?
They went with the Maui Noah, didn't they? I'm not sure. Jacob mentioned it. We got oh no, Giants picked Maui Noah. Hold on, let's go back. What did he say? Hold on. We got a little off track when we talked about Tennessee. Browns are picking Spencer
Fano, yeah. So Maui Noah is the one who just went, right? So Maui Noah is the pick to the Giants. That's who that is. So Maui Noah off the board now. So you've seen the two tackles go pretty quick, didn't they?
Yep. Well, that's when the run's going to happen, right, Clay?
Mm-hmm. So Reuben Bain continues to fall, right? Here's what's interesting. Peter Schrager actually had Caleb Downs going number 12 in this draft. And he said he had multiple GMs text him, one of which said, quote, there's no way in hell Caleb Downs makes it to 12. Well, we're at 10, right? Actually, we're at 11 now with the Dolphins. Does Jeff Hafley go with Caleb Downs? Wow. I don't think that's a bad pick at all, man. You want to build somebody around that build that defense around somebody.
Or is this where Bain goes, Clay?
Could be
because they need an ed. They need somebody not a far shot from where he went to school. Close.
I was going to say what city do the Dolphins play in? Right?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. If I had to put money on it here, I believe I would think it's either going to be Reuben Bain or Caleb Downs. A little bit of worry with the Reuben Bain thing, so maybe Caleb Downs, Jermod McCoy. They probably need a corner as well. Probably need a lot down there. If I'm the Dolphins, I'd probably trade back.
Yeah. And maybe just to the Cowboys, just so the Cowboys can feel a little bit better about getting up. They've been talking about Downs for I don't know how long. And with Mansour Delane already being gone, I think that they probably are okay with McCoy, but are you going to take another guy with a knee injury that you had just gotten Siobhan Ravel last year coming off of that? Like, I don't know about that. Maybe they trade up one spot with the Dolphins, feel a little bit better, give them a 7th round, something like that, 6th, 7th rounder, and lock in your guy.
Yeah, for sure. I see a lot of chatter about Jordan Tyson in the chat. I think Jordan Tyson is going to be a great football player if he stays healthy. The big thing is his body control, man. He's just one of those dudes that you can tell he's smooth. He can contort his body in the air. And I think that's something. Body control and contact balance is so overlooked in the game of football, man. We get so caught up in arm. We've talked about arm length and this and that and 40 times and all that. But you turn on the tape most of the time, if it's a good running back, if it's a good O-line, if it's a good edge defender, that bend coming off the edge and keeping that contact balance, right? It's huge at every position. That's why we like wrestling background too with some of these prospects, which it's interesting. Looks like our highest graded former wrestler is actually Dylan Thieneman, safety out of Oregon in the 25 spot. After that, the next wrestling emoji we have on the board is probably Jennings Dunker all the way down to 52. So something to keep an eye on there. All right, so obviously the Giants selected Francis Mauigoa, and we don't have another pick in yet. And I imagine it's showing the Dolphins' top need as a wide receiver too.
Man,
it's interesting. I would not go receiver right here, man. No way I would go receiver. It's showing their top needs, wide receiver, cornerback, and edge. So maybe it is Jermod McCoy or Reuben Bain here. Safety is a need as well, but it's on down the list a touch. So it's probably going to be Reuben Bain, Caleb Downs, or Jermod McCoy. Now, some people believe that the top cornerback taken should be Colton Hood over Jermod McCoy. I just can't get on board with that. I heard a couple people talking about that earlier today. Emilio, down here in our neck of the woods, man, Jermod McCoy is such a better football player, I think, than Colton Hood. Colton Hood's solid, don't get me wrong, but Jermod McCoy is way better. It's just the ACL healed.
That's exactly it. And because what were they saying that he might have was it him that he might have to have another surgery on his knee potentially with like a bone? It was like a bone graft or something that they had to do. It's only like a 2-week process, but they need to redo it. So it's like, I don't know if the Cowboys would go on and take Jermod McCoy is all I'm saying. After they just had a corner that had a knee issue. That's why if potentially they could trade up one spot to feel better about it, I don't think they'd question it too much.
Right. What are you thinking here, Jacob? Who do you think the next pick's going to be, man? Miami Dolphins. Jeff Hafley. What's he going to do?
You mean Green Bay South there? Well, first of all, back up to Bain. You definitely called it. You called it before it was even obvious. So good. Something's happening with him. Obviously, something's fallen. But with Hafley,
and John Eric Sullivan too. You think he's going to build it like Gute, right? That feels like an edge defender again. As long as Reuben Bain checks out, and it feels like he's probably not checking out to a lot of teams.
Yeah, I was going to say either edge or try to bolster. Yeah, the offensive line. I could definitely see them. Yeah, I guess I don't know, man. Maybe they try the kid from Penn State. Otherwise, I think that corner definitely makes sense for him here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Professor Cake says the TV coverage of this draft is atrocious. I don't know if that's a compliment to us or not, but it does get frustrating that they don't just like key in on what's actually happening right now. It's like they got to get, they're talking about picks that happened 2 or 3 picks before. It's always aggravating.
That is very frustrating. Yeah, that defense of Miami, there's holes everywhere. Other than maybe 2 players, everybody is real bad. I mean, really, really bad. You'd think a guy like Hafley, he's got to be wanting to change that quickly. So, yeah, there's no reason not to take. Well, I shouldn't say there's no reason. There's clearly a reason, but I think a guy like Hafley too. What's he known for is being able to resonate on a personal level with his players, being able to coach them very intently, expecting kind of a high character. I think that he would absolutely love the fact, and probably didn't expect that Bain would fall to him at this point in the draft. To me, it makes a lot of sense.
Randy in the chat says, you guys are way more on it. My TV is 2 picks behind. Appreciate you, Randy. Thank you so much for the update there, man. Like I said, we'll always try to get you guys. Coach Lynn says so bad. I don't know if it's a TV or us.
No, it's bad, dude. I mean, I'm on YouTube TV, but that is I'm still seeing Fano hugging and stuff. It's like nothing wrong with that, but we already know that the Dolphins probably made the pick.
Yeah, I noticed it seemed to have changed after the trade. Everything kind of got delayed a little bit.
Yeah.
Nick Saban looks so damn bored on this set. Every time I look at the screen, he just looks like, why am I here, man? It's like, yeah. Saban, buddy, you have to cheer up, put a smile on your face.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Where are they? They're inside of are they inside a building?
I don't know, man.
I think they got a similar setup to last year.
We just had such a better look with just Lambeau in the background. I mean, and they all had their little individual boxes, all those guys. Remember Saban walking down the crowd?
Yeah, everybody lost their mind. Yeah.
People were tweaking out.
Yeah. That's cool. My favorite video, though, was of Pat McAfee hitting that vape. A fan through the
That's right. And then tossing it back to the crowd.
Well,
Didn't he offer it to Big Mike? He tried
Yeah,
to get Big
yes.
Mike.
He looked at Coach Mike. Coach Mike off screen goes, just a little, no thanks. Toss it back. Yeah, they got wild up there, man. It was a fun time for sure.
Ron was Ron one of the other options, Jacob?
Whoa.
For
There's a trade.
Ron look,
Miami
Ron's
Dallas.
on it, dude.
Cowboys trade up to. I'm telling you, I think they
the
want
picks in
Downs.
already.
The
They want
Cowboys are
Downs, and
moving,
they were worried about him getting away.
the Cowboys are moving up one spot and have traded to number 11 with the Dolphins. So I don't know what the Dolphins got there, but I like the move for the Dolphins trading back. They got a bunch of holes on that roster. So
That's a good point.
what do you guys think it's going to be here? Are they going up to get Reuben Bain, Caleb Downs, Jamad McCoy? What do you think?
1,000%. If it's not Downs, I'll have a problem.
What's the top needs for the Cowboys? The trade
General
hasn't
manager.
This is edge, linebacker, cornerback.
General manager. Did you hear that word?
General.
What's the Cowboys' top need? General manager. He said exactly. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they just flipped. I want to know what they gave him for that. That's
Yeah, it's showing that the Cowboys' top need is edge, linebacker,
Yes, sir.
cornerback, and D tackle.
yes, sir.
So-
Thank you, Mr. Smoke. I've been saying it. Get that boy Downs over there. They're gonna
There he is.
absolutely love him, and it fell right into their lap. They honestly probably aren't. They couldn't be happier at this moment.
Yeah. And Caleb Downs, for those who don't know much about Caleb Downs, he was recruited by the Alabama Crimson Tide. And they said that when he walked on that field as a true freshman, not only was he the best safety on the team, they said he was the best player on the entire team his freshman year.
Yeah.
That's how good he was. Now, obviously, he hits the transfer portal, goes to Ohio State. They win a championship. He goes back last year. They fall a little short. But the fact that Nick Saban recruited you out of high school and said, I want you to be my post safety, or I want you to be my guy. And then day one, as a true freshman, you're the best player on the team at Alabama. Boy, and now he's all grown up, right? I think it's a solid pick. Rare that the Cowboys do something good, but here we are, right? So it is what it is. Worse said, they'll find a way to screw it up. Don't worry. Oh, man, I love it. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got Reuben Bain obviously falling down the board. Jamad McCoy should come off real soon. Mekhi Lemon, top wide receiver available. Kenyon Sadiq. Where will Kenyon Sadiq go? If we look ahead, the Ravens are showing tight end as a need. The Rams are not showing a tight end as a need. But Jacob, that makes a lot of sense though, don't it, for the Rams? It really
Just
does.
feels like that McVay would be just licking his chops there. But who knows, man?
I could see the Ravens though too, Clay. Who does Lamar like to throw to? Mark Andrews.
Isaiah
Mark
Likely.
Andrews
Or did they lose Likely?
They lost Likely. He went to the Giants with Harbaugh.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense. Then actually, that makes a ton of sense.
yeah.
It really does. Now, does he fit what they do? Because
Right.
obviously Sadiq is probably more of a receiving, you know what I mean? But
Right.
Sadiq's a dog, though, dude. He's, Greg Cosell raved over him. He loved him. 9+ RAS, 11.4 grade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that tight end's going to come into play here real
There's
soon.
2 trades too, right there. That's 2 trades in. We haven't even gotten to the 12th pick.
So did Miami and Dallas just swap?
Yeah, but what did they get, Tim? We got to dig into that. So who's going to have the comps?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking here, too, and I'm not seeing any updates on that from Ari just yet. So maybe we need to check with Mel
Who in
Kiper.
the hell is Mel Kiper, in a way?
Maybe Mel's got it. Which, by the way, Emilio, this is that fresh brew we just tried. Just got the first glass. It's good.
Is it?
I'll tell you how.
I got the old,
I told Mandy to get a sip, and she went. I went, oh, that's good. That's what we're looking for right there. It'll be a little stout.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, "Why'd you make it that strong?" I said,
Scared money don't make money.
That's right.
Yeah, and then you're going to be waking up tomorrow like
My knee.
Emilio going to wake up here with Lincoln staring him in the face at 3 a.m.
I'm not gonna lie, I was faded. I ain't gonna lie, I was faded. Like,
did you guys hear that? That rumor that apparently, it wasn't a rumor. They asked him point blank in an interview. Mekhi Lemon apparently bombed a lot of his interviews, and he, because when you look at the guy and just the way he talks, just something comes off about him, that the way he moves his head and the way he's kind of always just looking at you like he's about to take a bite out of you. It's like they asked him, what are your thoughts of the rumors that are going on that, you didn't perform well? He goes, well, I did what I did, and I stand on business. And so there could be a little bit of I don't want to say a drop here, but that's it. When I watched it, it took the cringe right out of me. I couldn't even. I'm like, dude, please. And that being said, I would hate to see how he's going to fall to the Lions of the Vikings. Watch. Would you say Micah Lemon came across as cocky? Is that what you'd say, Jacob? Just very cocky, and that he couldn't be fazed at all with any sort of criticism. Gotcha.
Well, that's you, Jacob.
I'll tell you where his former teammate is, right? And that is
get ready to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see?
Oh, no.
What if he fell to the Bears? Good. You never know. His PFF grades were through the roof, right? 28th, 3rd, and 11th.
Yeah.
I mean, played solid. Greg Cosell, 3-point bonus. Word said he could fall to the Steelers.
He'd have a way to fall, but yeah. Oof.
Who is their top receiver right now, Worth? That's a good question. Metcalf, yeah, DK.
DK, yeah.
And then you got the guy from the Colts. They picked up on free agency, Pittman or something.
Oh yeah, Michael Pittman. Yeah. So they got room for one more, don't they? For sure.
They got to get top two, top first, second.
Got it.
I mean, honestly,
got to get time too.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so we're kind of at a standstill right now. It's been a while since we've seen a pick here. We went rapid fire there for a second. So, how you feeling about the board so far, Emilio? What are you thinking about it so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's coming together nicely. I was trying to go through the horizontal. This is just on one of the copies because I didn't want to mess it all up and just run some strike throughs.
Yeah.
And it's not too bad. It looks like they're all kind of working. We haven't really, branched out too far. I guess the farthest one would be 2 tiers down, Jordan Tyson, at the moment that has been taken. Besides that, everybody else is in the first 2 tiers.
You didn't try to fist fight anybody at Office Depot like Mandy did, right?
No, I didn't need to. They were very helpful. I appreciate it. I needed it. I think it was Will was the dude's name. Need to shout him out for getting it printed, but
so they figured it out.
Yeah. But I had messed up, so I'm on a time crunch. I sent it to. That's what I was trying to finish before I got on. I sent it to him again before they closed. Hopefully, it's printed, sitting there, ready to be laminated for the morning. I need to mow, and then I need to drop the trailer and peel out of town.
Emilio's earned some extra cannolis this weekend. Let's just say that.
I'm gonna be housing, so I'm gonna not eat all day tomorrow morning. I'll be just sweating, going to town, and then ready to mange.
Heck yeah. Worth wanted to have some pepper steak sandwiches, right? From an Italian place down here in Johnson City, and he did not leave me wrong, man. They were just spicy enough. They were damn good. So.
How about Clay? Come on, I didn't steer you wrong when we went to eat after the game, though, did I?
Oh no, Fin 2. What was it? Fin 2? Is that what it was?
Oh yeah.
Fin 2 was solid. It was sushi, right? But
it was sushi. It was Japanese.
They're saying Lemon is going to Miami. Is that true?
Whoa.
Oh, boy, I don't like that.
Malik with the weapon.
What is Halfley doing?
Yeah, I don't like that. What's John Eric Sullivan doing? Yeah. Whoa, boys. We got some big news from Jay Glazer. Per Jay Glazer, Ari Miroff, the Rams will select Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson with pick number 13.
Dude, that is the craziest thing I've heard.
Jay Glazer was the one who reported it. That's what I was saying.
Hashtag Jay knew. Jay knew.
Hashtag Jay did know.
So
Jacob.
Okay, hold up a minute. So did we get I haven't gotten confirmation on the wide receiver pick, right?
No, that's false.
Okay, so that's false. All right. So
it's fake news.
So we don't know who the Dolphins took. Is that correct?
The Dolphins, we don't have confirmation on that yet, unless it was Lemon, but everything's going back and forth.
Who said it was Lemon? Jacob, who was your source, sir?
Jay Cole said it was Lemon. And then
Jay
so did
Cole.
Nathan, Irvin. And then Tony started saying Malik with the weapon. Nah, it could be just misconstrued, but
that is wild.
I got some advice for y'all. Take 2 weeks off, then quit.
It's funny too with the Ty Simpson talk as we go down the board to find him here. You can see we have him in the 35 spot. Greg Cosell said he is someone who plays in rhythm. He plays within the scheme. He said someone within the Kyle Shanahan coaching tree would be a perfect fit.
He did.
And
He
bang,
really did.
here it is. So let's go ahead.
But that's why you would have thought that it would have been Mike LaFleur who had went and got him. They were talking about just hopping back in, maybe getting that 5th-year option, getting away with it. If you look at the horizontal board, you are in no man's land for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, Ty Simpson was 5 tiers. He was the 5th tier down. Past him, 6, 7, 8, 9, all Bear. Then 10 is Garrett Nussmeier with an 85-4. But he could potentially go maybe to the Cardinals at the end of this round or something like that if they're worried about a quarterback and needing to reach.
Yeah, I'm starting to think Gooch Smoke is actually Ricky Scoops.
I was going to say, Mr. Gooch, what happened with Miami? Could you please specify that for us, if possible, or anybody in the chat? I'm still confused on what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm still having nothing with Miami.
Jay's standing by his word. He's saying, I'm seeing lemon all over Miami.
There you go. Appreciate it, Jay. Appreciate it. Hashtag Jay New. J. Cole New. Hashtag J. Cole New. Cowboys fired up.
Oh, now we're losing it. Bungie said I just saw Proctor to Miami. Yeah.
What?
I think we're falling off. I think we've gone off the rails.
Dave Cephas, Jack Lemon? Oh, Lord. In Gooch we trust, says William Herman.
I think the TV's starting to catch up now.
Good. They need to.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it, but I feel like they just fast forwarded it in the meantime. And now the Dolphins pick is in, at least. NFL.com is kind of right there as well. So
hold on.
Okay, we got Raj at the mic.
Yeah.
We got it. It's Dolphins are selecting Alabama offensive tackle Caden Proctor.
Wow. Okay, that makes more sense for
a lot more
GM and Halfley there, right?
Yes. I was gonna dog them if they went Micah Lemon there, man, because they got a bunch of holes on that roster.
No, that's big. That's big. Malik get a little protection.
Yeah. So back-to-back Alabama Crimson Tide coming off the board. Kalen DeBoer got a huge pay raise today too. I don't know if y'all seen that down at Bama. Got him a big contract extension. So.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right. J. Cole, we love it. I have been tricked. We have all been tricked, sir. We have all been tricked.
Like what Gooch said too, you guys, I've seen a couple, which is why I didn't comment. LOL.
That's a fair thing as well.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, we're all figuring this out together, right? That's the way it rolls.
Yep. He didn't want to use up his one token of getting it wrong early and then get, you know what I mean? We don't need that.
Absolutely. Eric Sutherland says Halfley has some common sense. That's an awful nice thing for Eric to say.
Appreciate that.
Probably one of the nicest things.
Coming from Eric, that's something.
You can usually count on Eric to come here and burn the damn joint down. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how he rolls. Fire everybody. Get them out of here. I'm sick of this.
Well, now, are you guys starting? Because I'm starting to get really freaked out that in the next 3 picks, our 2 NFC North rivals are going to either see Bain, McCoy, Lemon, Sadiq heading their way. I do not like that.
I don't care, man. Bring it on.
The Vikes, right? Isn't the Vikes supposedly the most obvious pick that they're going to go after the safety that Dylan, right? Genman. I've seen that everywhere.
Yeah, the problem is you got the Lions need a safety too, according to the needs, right? There's actually 3 teams in a row that's showing safety as one of the top 3 needs, and that is the Lions, the Vikings, and the Panthers. Really interesting. Get the Cowboys coming back up at 20. Obviously, they already went and got their safety.
And that 20 pick, remember, again, is ours. So who are they getting with that? We got to keep an eye on that. But I think the Lions, if there's a tackle there, they probably would go tackle.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right, if you guys would take a quick second, please do us a big favor. Smash that like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe, click the bell icon so you catch all our live streams. We'll be going live in the morning doing a round 1 recap first thing in the morning. And then tomorrow evening for rounds 2 and 3, we'll be live just like tonight, bringing you every single pick, tipping the picks, and having a good time along the way. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you hit subscribe, click the bell icon for us.
What do you think about Coach saying is it John Eric Sullivan?
Correct.
Okay. I always want to say John Michael Sullivan. Is that a country singer?
That's John Michael Montgomery.
That's okay. Yeah.
All right. Hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign?
Come on.
I'd give anything to make it my own mind. I'll do your bending beach, your picking call. Hell yeah. I used to jam to that when I was like 8.
Song Sold too.
Made me ham bone over here. Maybe break it out. Oh. That brew was a little stout, Emilio. You ready?
I'm excited.
And you're gonna be hanging off the back deck over here with one arm tomorrow night, watching the draft.
That is the same guy. Sold. That's a jam. John Michael
Montgomery. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the same song we were singing, Emilio.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna. I'll be bumping that when I'm mowing.
Oh
Jacob, you have no idea. I'll be singing the whole thing.
Oh, to the lady in the second row. She's an 8. She's a 9. She's a 10. I know.
10, I know. Yeah. Come on now.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah, I still think that should be your intro music, Clay. Bam.
We're trying to grow the channel here, Emilio. Okay, we're not trying to alienate people.
Nate's also with another his favorite country song. It's the Star Spangled Banner.
Nice.
Hell yes,
America.
Coming in to play. Oh man,
nobody does it like Francis Scott Key. Come on now.
Nice.
All right,
that's what you get on this podcast. You get a little everything.
Absolutely. We still don't know what got traded from the Dolphins or what the Dolphins picked up, dude. I haven't seen that anywhere.
No, I would like to know though.
We got a pick on the Rams yet? They're showing it's in.
Jeez,
Nothing yet, Tim. Let me. No, the Rams are yes. Ty Simpson. Rams got Ty Simpson. So,
TV feed.
I'm so mad.
So we're on Baltimore's on the clock now.
Yeesh.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Bill Cowher on the set with Pat McAfee. Love it. Coach Cowher never ages. Whereas this dude, he never ages. Look, you see him? Look at him over here. I don't know how he stays in shape the way he does. It pisses me off. I'm 44 years old and I'm fighting this thing.
Yeah.
But he's sitting right next to Pat over here. I ain't showing him on screen right now, but got Cowher on the stream.
Bates is saying it was 177 and 180, he believes.
All right, 177 and 180, is that right?
Yep.
2 of them.
Yeah. So what round is that? What am I thinking? There 6 or 7? 6? Is that right? 6?
Yeah, it's
yeah, not bad, right? Just for one pick. Yeah. And then group those together and climb back up maybe to the 4th or something if you can, 4th or 5th. So yeah. All right. Let's hit refresh again. Ari Miroff.
Yeah, I guess I'm not mad at that. You get Caleb Downs, I'll be happy. You get him for 10 years.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, man. Miami getting Caden Proctor like that. Boy, oh boy, that's the best thing you can do for Malik Willis, right?
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. Caden Proctor's a big old boy, too. My goodness. So now the best available. Reuben Bain continues to fall. Jermod McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee. Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver out of USC. Lincoln just found out Worth's here. Did you hear him down there?
Yes.
That'll be Emilio going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, Oregon. Lone, offensive lineman from Penn State. And Denzel Boston, wide receiver for Washington. I'm interested to see where Denzel Boston goes. 6'4", 212 pounds. Greg Cosell, 5-point bonus. I think somebody will get a damn good wide receiver right there, outside receiver, obviously.
But didn't Ty Simpson go to the draft too? They were saying that he at least had to know something because he wasn't, maybe going to sit there like Rodgers again, but, not have to sit through the whole first day.
It makes sense, right? Yeah.
Just crazy.
Tim, how do you feel about it so far, man? Is it shaping up the way you expected here according to the board? Or do you see has there been a couple surprises for you so far?
I think for the most part, I think a little bit more trades than I expected so far, being what are we 15 picks in, 14 picks in.
Mm-hmm.
But I think our board's looking good though.
Yeah. And again, you go, how can you say that the 4th best prospect's still there? We had him lit up purple for a reason, right?
For a reason.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he falls all the way out of the 1st?
That would be crazy. I don't know.
That would be nuts.
That will be wild. Now, what you're going to notice here, too, is Jermod McCoy. Once the first corner goes, I think you're going to see a little run on corners probably, right? You'll see Jermod McCoy, whether it's Jermod McCoy that goes first or it's Avion Terrell.
Hopefully somebody reaches on Colton Hood.
Colton Hood. Yeah, I mean, you can see if Chris Johnson, man, the further these cornerbacks fall, the better the shot of us getting Chris Johnson at 52, right? So let's hope no corners come off the board all night long, right? That would be great news. So,
yeah, just crazy, man. The only person or the two people left in the second tier would be Bain and McCoy and Lemon, I'm sorry. And then you're talking Denzel Boston, Kenyon Sadiq, Ione, Freeling.
Got the pick is in. Ari Miroff has it over on X. The Ravens will select Penn State offensive guard Olava Vega, I think is how you say it. Olava Vega. So obviously on our board, he is the top offensive lineman available. So Tim, to your point, the board stays true again. Everything lining up just right for us, right?
Love it.
So
thank you, Excelio, for putting in the work.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Not a problem.
So now the next best offensive lineman available is Monroe Freeling, left tackle out of Georgia. All right. And then the next one after that is a little bit of a drop-off all the way down to Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle from Utah. So really,
if Freeling gets to the Lions, I think they take him.
Think so?
No problem, yeah. But I don't know if he will fall that far. I could see the Bucs or the Jets maybe taking him.
Yeah. Coach Lynn says the board's holding up strong. Yes, sir. A lot of work went in, man. It's been a blast. You're talking about learning about the draft, man. When you build a draft board to the level we did this year, boy, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff that pops out to you, don't it?
Absolutely. I was hoping that this year we don't miss. I think last year we had two or three maybe that weren't on the board with over 800 with a grade now. I just hope that it all comes together. Of course, the Bears, I think, were one of them that just drafted somebody that nobody even knew who he was or anything like that. But you spend a lot of time looking at the names. They start popping up. Then you start hearing the pods, but you really start to learn people past, the 20th pick. That's where you really start to learn when you're working that board, man. There's just so many people in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Chubbs Franco in the chat says, great podcast. I've been listening at work all the time now. This is my first time catching you guys live. Thank you so much, Chubbs. Appreciate you, man. There's nothing that makes me smile more than hearing people say, man, I catch you at work all the time, or somebody will chime in the comments like, I'm at work right now listening. It's just cool, man. Getting people through the work day just talking ball is absolutely awesome. So good stuff. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the kind words.
You are right. I might need to upgrade to that YouTube Premium. I was trying to listen to you the other day. I accidentally put one of the guys in the live chat in timeout because it was sitting in my pocket, but it was still open. My phone was still open. So I was like, oh, that's on me, man.
It's worth it. It's worth it, man. As soon as I figured out that you could listen in the background with your screen closed, I'm like, all right, shut up and take my money. So, yeah. We got a trade alert? Is that what John Walker
said? But I don't see anything, and we need a little bit more than that, so I'm not going to give it too much thought.
Right. Yeah, I'm not showing anything from Ari in terms of a trade alert, but it doesn't mean it's not true. But, yeah. So, no. All right. So still nothing left. Again, best prospects available. Reuben Bain continues to fall. Jermod McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee's there. Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver out of USC. Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon. Denzel Boston, wide receiver out of Washington. And then Cassius Howell. We haven't talked much about him, Emilio. Cassius Howell, edge defender out of Texas A&M. Greg Cosell, love that dude. A little bit undersized, I think, though. 6'2.5", 253, right? Only 30.25-inch arms, but 4.59 40. Again, RAS at 8+. Greg Cosell liked him. Is he worthy of a first-round pick, you think, though?
I don't know. I would say yes, but it's just, when do you start taking for need and fit? Because we're closing in on that 15 range of first-round talent, right? And one of those already kind of got bumped out with Ty hopping in there, but there's only a few left of that top tier. Then who's going to want to move around? Who's going to want to change their spots?
Yeah. Coach Lynn says Bain going to Tampa, I heard. Proceed with caution. So might be a little smoke of him, Bain picking up steam to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Would stay in state Florida, right? We talked about. Like what Memphis says here, look like Lee Hunter going to be there. I agree. Looking more and more like it, right? No D tackles taken yet, which we really didn't.
That's kind of wild too.
we really didn't expect it to this point, right? Because the highest grade we've got is Caleb Banks, but he's got the foot injury, right? Yeah. And then that's what we led the draft coverage off with here, at the top of the show was, Caleb Banks's representation sent that letter out saying, hey, we're going to be ready for June. It is what it is, right? Like, yeah. Got a super chat here from Bates. Thank you, buddy. Says, get the YouTube premium, Emilio. Say it for me. Premilium.
Premilium.
Premilium. Yeah. I'm too drunk to taste that chicken. Thank you, Bates. We appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate you, Bates. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to have to bite the bullet.
Yeah.
I'll send Clay the bill.
There you go. That's all you got to do, man. Send it to Mandy. She's got my money anyway, right? So she will gladly spend it, I promise.
We got a double confirmation from Ron, who was tipping earlier, saying, yep, Bane to the Bucks. And
Coach Lynn had it. Hashtag
our
Coach
boy,
Lynn.
Mr. Smoke, also confirmed. So we are back on track here. There you go, Coach. You got more than one, man. We'll take that.
So Ruben Baines slid quite a bit, right? But still taken in the first round, still a respectable spot there. And if everything checks out and he's a solid player, we got him as the fourth best prospect, right?
Yeah.
Tells me that Tampa Bay doesn't think it's going to be an issue for sure. What happened, Worth? Talking about that pick right there in Baltimore? Yes. Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, he's going to be nice. The Jets. Who do the Jets take, Clay?
Jets on the board right now? Or on the clock, rather? Oh, let's see here. The top needs for the Jets: quarterback, edge, wide receiver, cornerback, O-line. So seeing that Ruben Bain just went, right? So your best edge defender would be Cassius Howe. That would make a little sense here, I believe, right? If you went with the second biggest need, you'd say wide receiver, which you guys know I'm not a big fan of that, but wide receiver would make a lot of sense. Mekhi Lemon, right? Mekhi Lemon or Denzel Boston. If you're wanting more of an outside threat, probably Denzel Boston at 6'4", 212, right? Maybe Kenyon Sadiq, or do they need a tight end? They're not showing a need for a tight end, but Kenyon Sadiq can be flexed out as a bully slot if you need to. And then if you go cornerback, that's a need as well. They got plenty of needs, so pick one of these guys. I'd probably stick to the board, go Jamad McCoy. Now, it's the Jets, right? You probably got a lot of holes on that team. So if you wanted to go with a tier one position of importance, you'd say probably edge, Cassius Howe, or trade back and gather a little bit of draft comp if you got a trade partner, obviously. So what do you think they're going to do?
I'm torn between Mr. McCoy, if they're okay with the knee, and I honestly think Freeling. If you go ahead and take that pick now, he is right there before it almost drops off for another 10. Lomu out of Utah is almost a 30, is a 28.8, and then Blake Miller's a 34.4. So the tackle really kind of hits a cliff there. He's still in the top three tiers. But like you said, Cassius Howell's in that tier as well. Cedric Falk is in there. Caleb Banks, they have an option. I think you try to bolster that defense, though. You go with your head coach, and he says that he's going to be calling the plays, so let him call the plays with some players that he picked, right?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what they go with. Yeah, you couldn't go wrong in the trenches here for sure. So Monroe Freeling wouldn't be a horrible pick. I agree. I would not be afraid to take Jamad McCoy as long as and maybe we don't have that information. I wonder if he was a top 30 visit for the Jets. If so, and the knee checked out and you feel good about it, I don't think that's a bad pick there. I mean, obviously, we got him as a tier 2 talent. So I know it's not a most important position, but the value can be so good. It doesn't mean you don't go with a cornerback or a wide receiver once the value gets great. I just don't like it when a team has got a bunch of different holes and the top tier of talent, the current tier of top talent, I should say, in the draft where you're picking, you got tier 1 positions of importance that are sitting there available. That's the part that I have a trouble going wide receiver or what have you. So, yeah. All righty. Let's keep it moving along. And again, Bates, thank you for that dono, man. You're awesome. We appreciate you. Everybody who's super chatted tonight, we greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps keep the lights on around here for sure.
We're going to need those on for tomorrow. So, yeah, I appreciate that.
That is correct, sir. Yes,
sir. Mr. Harrington, we are waiting for the Jets to make their pick.
Yep.
We are on pick 16 right now.
That is correct.
J. Cole says the Jets are going to draft my boy Trey Smack. How dare you, J. Cole?
That would be what the Jets would do. Take a kicker in the first round.
In the first round.
Think about that. When the Raiders took Janikowski in the first round, imagine if we were doing a live draft stream and a team took a kicker in the first round. Like, seriously.
It better be the reincarnation of Sebastian Janikowski, if it is. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Love hearing the story of John Gruden talking about him kicking, the night before he was laid out drunk, said he didn't go to sleep. And they put him out there to prove a point. And he just, I think what was it, like a 58 or a 60-yarder or whatever,
Something
split
like
the
that.
uprights, still half drunk on the field.
Yeah.
Said he came over to sideline. Gruden's like, all right.
I certainly think Janikowski is probably the best left-footed kicker in NFL history, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's I'm trying to think. There was another one too, wasn't there? Worth, you might remember this. Was there was a kicker for Atlanta, Morton Anderson? Am I thinking right? You remember that name? Was he left? I think he was. Was he right? Okay. Maybe, yeah, you might be
Double
right.
confirmation from our tippers. Sadiq to the New York Jets.
Looking at the board here, 15th best prospect, right? 11.4 grade. I don't hate that pick. I don't.
On and not to the Lions or Vikings, that's for sure.
What's that?
I'm really glad he didn't go to the Lions or the Vikings. That would make me very upset. They would have got a weapon that can.
Yeah. Is Jacob
they would have?
Is Jacob really quiet to you guys? Did y'all hear Jacob okay, or was that my side?
It was. I think it glitched out for a second, but
okay, cool.
I think
just
we're
might want to make sure it's got your mic. I think it does, Jacob, because when you moved it just now, you could hear it, but I think it just glitched out for a second. All right, so Sadiq is now off the board. Best available: Jermad McCoy in the 9 spot, Mekhi Lemon at 12, Denzel Boston 18, Cassius Howell 19, Caleb Banks 20. How far does Caleb Banks slide, boys? We talked about this at the top of the show, Tim. Caleb Banks, how far does he fall? Does he fall to the second round, man?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Right.
Wouldn't that be nice? I don't want to jinx it. That would be nice because we talk about it at the top, right? I'd roll the dice.
Yeah. And does Caden McDonald go before Caleb Banks? Caleb Banks is, when he's healthy, he's a pass rushing. He can play, he can play nose. He can play 3-tech, right? Caden McDonald is strictly a nose. He's a great run defender, not as good at the pass rush, right? And then, of course, after that, you got Peter Woods out of Clemson, and then Kristen Miller on down the list there as well. Kristen Miller's kind of cut from the same cloth as Caleb Banks, in my opinion, but obviously not ranked as high as Caleb Banks.
Got a super chat from Mike Superfan here. Says maybe it was John Eric messing up all those first rounders.
So you didn't like the first round by the Dolphins, I'm assuming, Mike. Okay. And again, they took Caden Proctor, offensive tackle out of Alabama. I think that's a solid pick on the surface. Now, I haven't dove into his tape or anything, right? But what do y'all think about that? How would you grade that pick, Caden Proctor to the Miami Dolphins? I would say based on where they were picking right there, I'd give it probably an A, to be honest with you. Do y'all disagree with that?
I'm somewhere there, B+, A-, something like that.
And any of these guys could be a bust, of course. Go ahead, Jacob. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of those eat your vegetables pick, especially if you're starting fresh. There's so much new regime, new quarterback, new front office. You don't want to come in there, and I don't think that they put those guys in place knowing what they've learned in Green Bay, that they're going to come in and just start shooting from the hip and being flashy and kind of just being irresponsible. I think it's a great pick. I wouldn't give it like an A+ just because, like Tim said, it's kind of like what you're supposed to do. So solid B+, like go in there, lunch pail pick. And plus what they did in the meantime of moving back and accumulating more draft capital, I think it was brilliant.
Yeah. What about you, Emilio? What would you grade that pick from John Eric Sullivan taking Caden Proctor?
Yeah, I mean, they thinned out everything else. I think you have to start building up. You gave Malik enough money to potentially see what's there, but you could still get a chance to get out of it. Either way, you're going to need to build the trenches. I'm all for the wall up front, man. Malik deserves one just as much as J-Love does.
Yeah,
he's no Travis Glover, right?
No, he's not. He's definitely not. And I know everyone's sleeping on him. I can't believe that we're forgetting about our boy, but don't worry.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you for the super chat. We got Parsons Project. with the super chat, man. You didn't even have to super chat this. Tim would have put it on screen. He says Trey Smack is coming to Green Bay, late round pick.
Let's go, baby. 7th rounder. Let's go.
Tim was talking about Trey Smack early, man. Really like Trey Smack as a kicker. So it's
like
going to be
my second favorite out of Florida, right? Other than Jake Slaughter. Right?
Looks like we got some breaking news. The Lions looks like they're going with Blake Miller.
Let's see if we can get it confirmed. Nothing yet. Somebody's got it before Ari, evidently. Blake Miller would be a solid pick here, though. That's the guy that we mocked a couple of times, right? We really liked him at 52 if he fell that far. He's, we got several offensive tackles. We got 2 offensive tackles above him on the board, right? So Blake Miller's in the 36 spot, 6'7", 317, 34.25-inch arms. PFF, he's an ascending player. 9+ RAS. DJ had him 23rd. Dane Brugler had him 42nd. So according to DJ, damn good pick here with Blake Miller. So there you go.
6'7", 317. So does that mean they're moving Penne, or are they going to keep him on the other side, or what are we doing with that?
That's a great question because he played right tackle. Blake did, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
He played a little left tackle in 24, but
I know that they talked about this specific scenario on a couple of podcasts last week, and they said that basically their thoughts were that they have no problem placing Penne on either side. So however well Blake does on, or not Blake, but the prospect would do, they would just base it off of that. Wherever else they have to put Penne.
Got it.
I mean, I'll take it. There hasn't been a lot of defensive players really taken. I mean, besides you got a couple corners, a lot of O-line. We've already got, 5 O-linemen gone, 2 wide receivers, running back, quarterback.
Yeah, it just hit me. I probably need to get you I need to get you the link to the board that I'm moving on, don't I? That way we can work it together tomorrow. That makes sense, you think?
Yeah. I started working one too, just in case you didn't keep up. So we can use either copy. Don't matter.
Yeah. So let me see if I can figure out how to share this thing here.
Oh, here we go. No, you know what? Just wait. Why don't you just wait? We'll worry about it tomorrow. It'll be all right. Don't worry.
I'm going to send you the link right now in a Twitter DM. All right.
Here we go. Yeah.
There you go. And I'm sure it'll say you don't have access, and then you'll have to try to talk me through it live on the show here. So we got Mike, the super fan, with the super chat. Thank you so much. He says, like Miller much more than Proctor. Really? That's interesting. We had Miller way down the list compared to Proctor. We have Proctor as a top 20 talent on our board. So interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, but that still leaves Monroe Freeling and Caleb Lomu in front of Blake Miller. So the Lions must have liked something about him. I don't know why they skipped over Freeling, to be honest with you, but
let me know if that link works for you. You going to try it right now, Emilio, or no?
Yeah, I requested access.
Well, let me see if I should approve that or not. How would I approve that? So, yeah, there you go.
Eric,
put Eric's claims about.
I didn't put it.
It says, it says Packer fan total access has to be an editor. Send a message. Go F yourself. See if you get this message from me. This is going to be great.
Perfect.
Sit your butt outside.
You actually see me top that in on the screen there, too, didn't you? There you go. See, we're not playing around here. Look at this.
Send it.
I did send it. Tell me what to do. I did. Let's see what we got. We're still stuck at Blake Miller, right? Cool. All right. Damn. Somebody did I make Bungie mad down there? What happened to Bungie in the chat there? Great.
They were making fun of your tech skills, so she had to pile on.
Here, so it says Clayton is tech savvy.
We already put it up, and we thought we'd get in trouble. We took it down.
Y'all are out of control. Unbelievable.
Well,
Minnesota's on the clock right now.
Yes. I mean, I'm not too scared about that Lions pick right there. I was honestly a little more worried about how some weapons. What's easy, Mekhi Lemon reminds me a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I'm just kind of happy that they didn't really get that type of, weapon there. What do you guys think the Vikes are going to do here, man? They're going to stick with their guy because they could use a lot of these pieces here.
Let's see what the top needs are. It's showing D-line because obviously they lost Javon Hargrave, right? Offensive lineman, safety, wide receiver, corner. So they could go D-tackle here. Maybe this is Caleb Banks, right? Maybe they feel good about it. Maybe they had him in on a top 30 visit. I don't know. So you could go D-tackle here. If you did, it would be Caleb Banks, Caden McDonald, or Peter Woods, maybe. Who knows? Maybe Kristen Miller if you went D-tackle.
They're going to reach for Dante Corleone. Let's go.
If you go O-line, Monroe Freeling makes a lot of sense here, right? Another O-line that would make sense, not too much of a reach, would be Caleb Lomu. Okay. And those are probably the two offensive linemen I would stop at there. Another need they're showing is safety and wide receiver. So if they went safety, Emmanuel McNeil Warren is highest on our board at 21, but Dylan Thieneman is fairly close by at 25. I do know this. Greg Cosell liked Emmanuel McNeil Warren better than Dylan Thieneman, but Dylan Thieneman, he said, might be the best athlete of all the safeties in this draft. So kind of feels like you probably go safety here, I would imagine, Jacob. That's probably what I would lean toward. Now, again, Jermod McCoy. Now we're talking about Jermod McCoy dropping a little bit, right?
Yes, we are.
We'd love to see that.
Yeah.
To see that for the Packers.
I'll take that for sure.
Steelers are a couple picks away, Worth. So you got a lot of wide receivers here. Mekhi Lemon, Denzel Boston.
Hey, pick is in, guys. Unfortunately, Gooch has said that the Vikings are picking Caleb Banks. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
And that breaks my heart.
That's what we just said, right? Top defensive tackle available. So,
damn.
Man, the board is holding up strong, boys. I love it. Every year.
That's stuck. Andy Munez says Rusty Carriage was still on the board for the Vikes. It's a shame. Heard he's a good guy.
Somebody commented on X and said the board is great, and they said, "Who's this Rusty guy?" I hit him back with the Kramer from Seinfeld, where he's screaming, "Rusty!"
Yeah, coach is saying Lemon being weird, and he's starting to drop. I'm telling you, dude. If you saw that, like, people get turned off by that type of stuff.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So Caleb Banks, very interesting. Number 18, a tall, athletic defensive tackle with an absurd 85 7/8 wingspan. Banks flashed in 24, but was limited to 3 games last season due to foot surgery. So if he's healthy, they get a good player. If the injuries are a problem, that's going to work out good for us, right? Not wishing ill will on anyone.
No, as a diehard Packer fan, I mean, we love these guys, but the second they put on those other colors, kind of like Alan says, Banks is injury prone. Cool with that. So, yeah, we never even liked Banks anyways. You guys can
get out of here. You don't want to be here, leave. You don't want to be here, we're not going to let you. How about that?
Oh, boy.
Kind of surprised they didn't go safety.
Me too.
You know, Harrison Smith obviously leaves kind of a hole in that secondary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting. But I think we would all agree, too, with them losing Javon Hargrave, and he was their nose, right? So Caleb Banks is built to be their nose, no doubt about it, in that 34. So
what's interesting, too, isn't this the first draft without Kwesi, who is supposedly the draft guru? So now I think Kevin O'Connell's got a little more say, from what I understand, with the front office with the pick. So, yeah.
Very interesting. All right, so the Panthers are on the clock, right? We got the offensive lineman, safety, wide receiver, tight end, D-line are the top needs. So this might be where a safety or a wide receiver goes. One thing I have noticed is cornerback has not been a big need for all these teams. So maybe that's why cornerbacks are dropping. It's not necessarily there's something wrong with Jermod McCoy. It just might be none of the teams had that as a top need, right? Could be the case.
Can we start to project how this is starting? I mean, because obviously the more corners that don't go kind of help us. Same with D-line, right? O-line. Like, where is this starting to kind of project guys that we may be sort of targeting? I mean, we still got Chris Johnson there. How many corners are still before he goes? Ugh.
There's,
according to our board, just 2, right?
There's 3 if you're including McCoy.
Yeah.
So it's McCoy, Terrell, Hood, and then Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
Just like he landed, he's going to be there at 52.
So let's have the running
Clay,
backs
and
go.
Clay, I tried to use your board, Clay, and that thing is all messed up on the right side over there. So I'll just keep mine going, and I'll give you access to mine.
What's wrong with my board, Emilio? What do you mean it's all messed up?
All your picks are like Reuben Baines, the 5th pick right now. I don't know what you did over there.
No, I just slid them straight across, bro. That's all we did where they were at. You're moving them now, aren't you?
No, I'm not moving them. Trust me.
Yeah, I just slid them across from where they were at, so we would know that's their stats right there. That's all I did.
Oh, I thought you were moving them over as they were picked in ranking. I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Getting in fights midstream. Boys, the fight's out there.
Then I'll work on the horizontal board over here. Hold on.
The fight's out there. I thought that's what you were going to work on was a horizontal board. So.
Oh, you got rid of Fernando. Ooh. That's why you were talking about you shouldn't edit the page.
Pick is in, Tim.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
All right, we got the Panthers have selected Georgia offensive tackle Monroe Freeling at number 19. Artie Mirov has it. So
it's an interesting pick for them because they've got Igbinosun, who's graded out decently at a 70.1 on the left tackle. Their right tackle, Moulton, graded out real well with an 80.9. Their left guard graded out really well as a 77.7. So are they going to kick him into right guard or center? Or are they just going to let him redshirt and see if they can?
I like the pick. That's solid, I think.
Panthers make a smart choice there, but yeah.
Yeah, keep building in the trenches, man. That, again, the 22nd best prospect on our board. And they got him at what, pick 19? So pretty good value. Mm-hmm. Cowboys are on the clock, top need, edge. I thought they had Micah Parsons. Oh, that's right, yeah. So edge, linebacker, cornerback, D tackle, and O-line. That's what we're looking at. So best edge available, Cassius Howell, Texas A&M, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Right. Next edge would be Keldrick Falk. By the way, Greg Cosell liked both of those guys, both Cassius Howell and Keldrick Falk. So if they go edge, you also got Akeem Messidor a little bit further down the list. So you got a few to choose from here.
Ooh, the Cowboys have just traded with the Eagles.
What?
In the division. Look at that.
Wow.
Crazy.
Terry World on fire.
Yeah. So did the Eagles ever trade A.J. Brown? I know there was a lot of smoke there.
Yeah.
They did trade him?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
No.
That was a super confident, yeah.
Yeah.
Although they might have just done it now.
I was going to say if they did trade him or they are planning on trading him, maybe they're trading up to get a wide receiver here, right? Maybe they're going with.
I don't think officially they did though. No,
they did not.
Yeah, Brambo said no. So, all right. So let's see.
They're going to get Lemon. Oh.
So the Eagles receive picks 20 and a 7th rounder. The Cowboys get 23, 114, and 137.
So it doesn't even matter that they gave up 2 6-rounders to move up one spot. They gave up 177 and 180, and then they come back, trade our pick back 3 spots to go get 2 more in the 4th.
114 and 137. That's a pretty good trade for the Cowboys. Am I wrong there? That's
smart.
I'm wondering who Philly's going to take at 20 then.
That's big.
Eric Sutherland said, I'm going to say it here. We might get canceled. I'm going to say it anyway. Cowboys stocking up only to watch Dak shit the bed in the big game.
You heard it from a fan right here.
Anytime we get any kind of Cowboys hate, we can say the dirty words. All right, let's just go. So, nice. I apologize if there was kids in the room. My bad. It happens. All right. So we don't know what the Eagles are doing here. If I had to guess, I would think wide receiver. Well, no, they traded for Wicks too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think they're going Lemon and they're going to get AJ out of there.
I kind of
They
feel
would
like
have had to have gotten more.
Or it could be Boss. Yeah, like you said, a bigger wide receiver. That's the type of frame that they'd be losing.
Yeah.
I could see them going for McCoy right here.
They do love that man. That makes sense.
If he's still on the board right now and it's a 20th pick, they could be top 3 on their board. I could 100% see him.
Yeah.
Coach is thinking edge. I mean, yeah, they're going to get somebody awesome that's going to end up being an all-pro in like 2 years. So cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Waiting for Ari to Throw it out there to us. Still got nothing. Worth, are you cool with us tipping the pick, man, for Pittsburgh?
I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear it? He said, I don't care. I was like, it's going to be a problem. Let me mute my stream for a minute here. All right. J. Cole said the Eagles are about to cook. Let's see what they do here, man. Listen, their GM, people hated on him forever. That dude is elite. No doubt about it, man. If y'all would take a quick second, we're about to crack the 600 mark on the live stream. Hit that like button for us. We would greatly appreciate it, man. It helps more than you know. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us here on Night 1 of the draft. It's been a lot of fun. So, Emilio thanks Jermod McCoy. Jacob was mentioning maybe a receiver here, either Micah Lemon or Denzel Boston. People in the chat mentioned maybe edge. It could be Cassius Howell, Keldrick Falk, maybe Akeem Messador. What if they go cornerback?
Oh!
What if they go cornerback and go down the board a little bit here, right?
Oh, wow.
I could.
Shit, we got it in. You ready for this, Worth? One pick before your Pittsburgh Steelers pick. The Eagles select, they trade up in front of them and select Micah Lemon, wide receiver, USC.
Wow.
Here's the guy.
So A.J. Brown probably on his way out, I would imagine.
That's what I was saying, man.
No, you were saying with full confidence that the deal was already done.
It was done. That was what you were saying. Let's be clear here, Jake.
No, because that's what all the rumors were, is that they were literally trying to get him out of there so bad.
But do you know who started that rumor? Diana Rossini, and she no longer has a job.
Oh, man.
Hey, she always has a job at the office when she wants one. Okay?
Hey, oh.
She's got a key to the place.
Whoa. Got a key to Rabel's place, too. Just saying.
Just the tip, though.
Oh, was that Tim? That had to be Tim, right?
I don't know who did that.
Give him a round of applause.
Yeah. Bates saying AJ already had his bags packed. Not a huge surprise. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bates is our boots on the ground in the Philly area too, by the way. So,
dude,
Eric
Sutherland, out of control. It's a family
show. Oh,
the only person that the Packers met with that is off the board so far is Jordan Tyson.
Thank you so much for changing the
Thanks,
subject
man.
there.
That was pretty good. Professional.
Yeah. Eric got my face red over here. Lord have mercy, son. Got me the hell's wrong with you, sir?
That's terrible.
Here we go. Jason says, deal for A.J. Brown to New England to be finalized after the draft. Time to reflect. Post-June 1 move to help Eagles manage the $40 million.
That's what I meant.
That's what I meant. That's what I was saying the whole time. I gave you all those details.
I don't know why you guys didn't believe me.
Soder with the super chat. Thank you, Soder. The lack of D tackles and cornerbacks off the board has me kind of pumped for 52. Amen, man.
Let's go.
Amen. Got 2 quarterbacks out of the way, right? And then the cornerbacks are hanging around. So, yeah, very well said, Soder. Completely agree.
They'll all be there, and then we'll go guard.
So, where does Pittsburgh Steelers are on the clock? We get live reaction from a Steelers fan. It's going to be gold right here, man. I got to say, man, that backdrop for this draft is absolutely gorgeous. Every time they show it, it's like, yeah, Pittsburgh's a town to do that. We just cracked 600 live viewers. Thank you, guys. Hit that like button for us. You guys are awesome. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Worth, who is it going to be, man? Who is it going to be?
What does Mike need on the team, you know?
He said it could be that stupid cornerback from Tennessee. I hate saying that. But
oh, that's actually – but do you want to get Aaron Rodgers a weapon, you know? Because that's always the conversation. They
don't even know if he's coming back yet.
I was waiting for Worth to say that, Tim. We don't even know if he's coming back. What are you talking about? I will say this, Worth. We've got Jermod McCoy as the 9th best prospect. I would be over the moon if that was the way they went, if they had to go cornerback. I know they don't have to, but best available, we got Jermod McCoy, Denzel Boston, wide receiver from Washington, right?
He's short.
No, he's actually 6'4". Yeah, Micah Lemon was the shorter one at 5'11". Yeah. Boston would be. Who's your smaller receiver? Well, y'all went and got Michael Pittman, right? So you picked up Michael Pittman. Yeah, so Pittman will probably be your slot receiver. Denzel Boston makes a lot of sense opposite of DK, right?
We've got two big tight ends.
Yeah, so you don't need a tight end. You're good there.
They're going to get a tight end in this draft.
Washington is my favorite tight end in the entire league, dude. He is so fun to watch. Dude running around 300 pounds, just running over little DBs.
Oh, yeah.
Love to see it.
Washington reminds me of if Shaq played football, basically.
Yes, dude. Yeah, could you imagine trying to tackle that guy? My goodness.
Crazy.
Waiting for Ari to have the pick here. We got a super chat from Clint. Thank you so much, buddy. He said, draft some animals. Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Yes. I just want football. I want 11 Tucker Crafts on the field at all times. You know what I mean? By the way, did y'all see that picture of him the other day?
Jeez.
Oh, he is yoked. And he's got the psycho buzz cut too.
I bet you $5.
Who's that, buddy?
At Tennessee, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Jamad McCoy.
Yeah.
Or do they just want the freak 6'4" Denzel Boston just to throw it up to?
See, that's the thing. You imagine Denzel Boston opposite of DK Metcalf. Like he said, they got solid tight end play. You went and got Michael Pittman from Indy, right?
Oh, yeah. Aaron's coming back then, if that's the case.
If that's the case, right. Then you get Aaron Rodgers back for a year. Yeah. You're feeling pretty good about that.
Hmm.
Still no update from Ari. Waiting. Still nothing.
I'm showing a minute on the clock.
Yep.
Yeah. They might be waiting to the last second in case they get a trade offer here, right? By the way, I came in from work today, boys, walked through the door, opened the door, and looked down the hallway. You could see our TV through the foyer. Mandy had draft day on. I was like,
Nice.
I hit the jackpot, dude. I looked up and said, God, thank you. I know I don't deserve this, but thank you. Love it. So we watched draft day, and yeah. Your boy tears up in draft day every time. I ain't gonna lie, man. Every time I see Chadwick, I get emotional.
Yeah.
Pancake eating.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah.
Pick is in.
The pick is in. Let's see what Ari said. Ari's got the pick. Does he got the pick? Not yet. How does Ari not have it, but the pick is in? That's interesting. Oh, yeah. So they'll probably have, a former Steeler, right?
Yeah.
Man, the suspense is killing me. Super chat from Mike. Who would Goot have taken if he still had 20? That's a great question.
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
So let's say
for sure.
Let's say all these guys would have been available. I think it'd have been Jamad McCoy, hands down. That's what I think. RAS checks out. Size 6'1", 188, right?
You know what would have been the biggest Goody pick, though, would be to pick like Kendrick Falk, a guy that a lot of people are just up and down. Nobody knows.
Yeah. J. Cole said it would have been Caden McDonald. I could see that too, I guess, right?
Oh, by the way, did you guys know Caden McDonald's nickname?
What is it, Jake? I'm scared to ask you.
McPounder.
You couldn't wait to say that.
I heard it, and they did an interview with him. And he's like, it was given to me. I eat a lot of quarter pounders in my last name. And I was like,
he was so proud of that.
QPC with cheese or whatever. QPC with bacon. What are you talking, Jacob?
I'm not a McDonald's guy, really. I'll get a Big Mac if I'm doing that.
And then you take out the middle piece of bread to watch your carbs.
I'm watching carbs, man. It's healthy that way.
Obviously. You know what you got to do is get 2 McDoubles. Okay, add mac sauce. Take the bottom off each of them.
Pick is in. You want to know who it is? You want to know who it is, Worth? Or you want to wait and see it?
Wait and see it.
I want to see it.
All right, we're going to let Worth wait and see it. Nobody say it on the stream, all right? Because they're getting ready to announce
Nobody
it.
say a word. Nobody say a word. All right.
Actually, I'm going to mute you guys. You talk about it. You guys know who it is. You talk about it. I'm going to mute.
Well, Gooch,
we don't know who
the
it
old
is.
trusty, reliable Gooch is Max. How do I say that?
Ianachor.
How do we go? Ianachor. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's DJ kind of switched it up though. Tim, did you hear him today? DJ kind of switched up the way he said it. I'm like, DJ, you were saying it one way the whole time, but he always goes back and like researches right before the draft day to make sure he's saying them right. think it is Ianakor. It was like weird how.
Oh, Ianakor. Okay.
Ianakor.
The H is silent, people.
Yeah.
Yep. Guy from Arizona State.
Not a bad pick though. A dog, a mauler, somebody that balled out Senior Bowl as well. Where do I have him?
He was putting people down in the Senior Bowl, wasn't he? Like getting into like
got
people
into
starting
a
fights
little bit of a brawl. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ianakor, what was he on our board? 51?
Yes. Where is he?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yep. 51.
Nice. That's a great pick right there for the Steelers.
But a guy that got better each year. I mean, and all of our scouts had him top 50, 41, 50, 44, but a -5 RAS.
Yep. It looks like a bit of a reach just on the surface, but I think it's probably going to be a good fit out there for him.
Yeah, down a little ways on the board, but that also, again, you're falling back to, okay, they're taking another offensive lineman at this point. I mean, the defense, looking at the horizontal board wise, the only person that was taken for the defensive players was Caleb Banks in the third tier. Besides that, you still have Howell, Falk, and Emmanuel McNeil Warren, and then you still have another 6, 7, 8 in the fourth tier. I mean, there's a lot of defensive players left. So I'm kind of happy how offensive heavy and star player kind of this draft has gone so far.
I agree.
Yeah. Oof.
You think they'll keep him on the right side, or they're going to try and move him?
The thing is if you look at their starting lineup as of now, they've got Fontenot as by far the better tackle. I shouldn't say by far, but at right tackle, they got Jones, who, I mean, Broderick Jones has kind of been a mistake of a draft pick. He was the 14th overall selection in 2023. His last 3 years has been 57.7, 58.7, 57.3. To me, that seems like that experiment may be over, so they want to kick somebody else in the left tackle position if it was me.
I agree.
Yeah.
So Coach Max might be set up for success then if he can
I think so.
Play right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Ianakor, like, who was it? Was it Jay or Ron was saying he was a 30 visit for the Packers. He was a green bar. But, again, that was a 48.5 on our board. So worthy.
It's quite a reach of our eyes, right?
Yeah, worthy of the 48th overall pick there. Halfway down, 21. I'm not mad at it. If it's somebody that fits the system, you take it. Like we've always talked about with Gute, you got to be ready that a person 20 up or 20 below could be taken when he's on the board. That's exactly what Max is right there. I feel like that's probably like our Quay pick, or that's probably like the Belton pick of the second round for us.
Clint's talking right here. He goes, if Parsons stays healthy, he's worth the first round picks to me. I look at this grouping right here, guys. If anybody that's been taken, is there anyone that you would take over Micah Parsons for any position in any way?
So far. In the way this first round's looking right now, I'm feeling pretty good about giving up those picks. Yeah.
And I was almost thinking Gute might have traded back to trade back up, like get a little bit extra and then trade back up. But now you might want to, if it kind of lines up, you might package two and move up. We'll see.
I don't think he moves.
I don't think you need to right now.
Yeah.
No, not right now. I'm saying, but if you like tomorrow, two of them and they're up there later on,
hell yeah.
But I think the Cowboys honestly have been scheming pretty. Like they've been moving.
They draft well. Let's not pretend that they don't. They just don't know how to do anything with them after they draft them. Feels like they either piss them off and run them out of town, or they nickel them, dime them until their contract's ready to.
Because now I feel like I want to chase that down. Like, okay, we gave them the 20th pick, right? They traded that out and then got the 23rd pick, who they're on the clock right now. Who are they going to take with that? Still our pick technically, but then again, you still have to count those 2 4th-rounders at this point as well.
Yeah.
So they turned 1 pick from the Packers into potentially 3 players.
That's true. And they still got Kenny.
Yep.
What are they eating on, dude? Are y'all watching these big sandwiches that they're eating on. Is that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, they look good though, dude.
So Howard ain't playing. Look.
Oh,
that looks like some wings. Is that a brisket?
That's what I'm going to be eating tomorrow at Clay's house.
Oh, golly.
It looks like
it's making me literally hungry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point, when I'm looking at the board, oh, we got a pick.
Charges.
Oh boy. That looks. Yeah, that doesn't look like a. I don't even know what you would call that.
Wow. Chargers picked Messidor. Did we get that?
Do we have that already?
Yeah,
Akeem Messidor goes to.
I think that's what the chime was for. Yeah.
Okay.
Another edge off the board.
Is that Clayton in the background just coaching us while he's not on TV, just hitting chimes, hitting drops?
Yeah, I wish. Messidor, he was 28th on the PTA big board. Okay. Not a bad look there, but he was the second highest edge behind Cassius Howell, who's still dropping for some reason. I'm not sure about that, but not bad. 6'3", 259, 32, and an 1/8-inch arms. Only got better. DJ had him 18th overall, so kind of right where he was planning on going.
Jeez, this guy. Tuesdays.
Talking about 30 pounds, did you guys listen to that virtual draft party that the Packers had? Did you watch that with the rookies and stuff that they had on last night?
No, I didn't see that.
They had like Sorrell on and Brinson and Matthew Golden, Savion. They had Belton on there. They said he came in at 360s or something like that, and then he's down to 330 now.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's impressive. Dude dropped 30. Yes, coach.
Already.
Thank you. Coach watched it. My man dropped 30 pounds and locked in and, worked on his core strength, all that other stuff. We could be seeing the Escalade moving one or two times.
I was going to say, we might have to call him the Tahoe. Big Tahoe.
Yeah, exactly. Chop the back off that thing.
Yeah, chop it down a little bit.
I mean, you could still put the subwoofers in there, Tim, but besides that, I mean, maybe just shrink it down a little.
Hey, still got that four-wheel drive. You're all good, right?
See?
All right. We're back. What did I miss, boys?
Just a few picks.
We got us banned.
Messidor went
demonetized.
Was that the only pick after Igbinosun?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You already get him off the board there on the vertical?
I do.
You're the man. Emilio saved my ass last year, man. I was so wore out, tired trying to keep up with it. I went downstairs for about 20 minutes, came up, and he had got everything caught up.
Or what's crazy? It was 2 years ago now. Because Jordan was just telling me how she's like, I wish we were in Green Bay right now with the with the draft up there again. I'm telling you that was a good time. But yeah, that's wait till I'm gonna be the captain again. We need to get that drop because that about broke me up when we did that last time. I see Denzel Boston and Concepcion probably going before the end of this round.
Mm-hmm. I muted everything here so we could turn the TV up. Their broadcast of the Pittsburgh pick was unbelievable. They played Renegade.
Nice.
And cameras panning everywhere. Jerome Bettis come out to make the pick. It was awesome. Absolutely.
What's the fan reaction?
Yeah. Dude. It was crazy. That place was nuts.
Nice.
Igbinosun is a Steelers pick, no doubt.
For sure.
Very, very high upside. I know he's lower on our board, but everything about him screams.
They're both in that line, man. They're trying to get Aaron one last ride, baby. One more year.
Absolutely. All right. So now
we wait. We got an update. Packers draft room update. Goody is up 4-2 versus Matt LaFleur in ping pong. Matt LaFleur already won in Guess Who. Battleship is reported to be the last and best of 3.
That would actually be hilarious if that was the case.
What's going on?
My Battleship.
They're just playing slapjack or something, flipping cards over the whole time, just waiting.
Which, by the way, Battleship, What a terrible game if you want to play against your little brother who you have to trust, and then all of a sudden you're like, there is literally no other pegs left, guy. All right? Unless you're like the best army in the world, Navy, you've just been lying, sir.
Love it. Man, Jamad McCoy dropping.
Yeah, he is.
Got to be the ACL, right? Everybody just a little nervous about the ACL.
Yes. But do the Cowboys pull the trigger at this point now on him? And then they would just revamp their whole secondary.
Yep. I'll be placing Trayvon Diggs, right? So it makes a lot of sense here. Do they go edge though? You know, we kind of talked about it. You still got a Cash there. Yeah, Texas A&M, Keldrick, Falk.
Ooh, look at that. We were right, just not the person.
Oh, I was gonna, UCF. Yeah, Malachi Lawrence.
Makes a lot of sense, don't it? So we go down the
DJ picked.
What is that?
I want to say that's who DJ picked, but not to the Cowboys last time. I'm not sure, but yeah, somebody was saying Malachi would be a surprise jump into the first round.
Yeah. Now this is one of those guys that we talk about, right? So Greg Cosell really liked Malachi Lawrence. We've got a 79.3 grade on. We've got him in the 74 spot. Here's why he's so low. PFF grades 292, 384, 91. All right. Dane Brugler had a 93 on him. Dane Brugler said he's the 93rd best prospect. So we were higher on him than Dane Brugler. DJ had him in the 43 spot. So I think that's a hell of a reach. But
9 tiers down on the horizontal board.
Wow.
Yeah. It seems like a reach, but never know.
So technically, did that become our pick? They swapped out an edge for an edge?
Yes. So that one and then
remember
that one in the 2 force would be our pick.
Okay.
Feeling great about Micah Parsons right now.
Yeah. Who would you rather have? Everybody in the chat, hit me up real quick. Malachi Lawrence or Micah Parsons?
Let me think.
Lincoln is not happy at the bottom of the steps.
Uncle Eric says, perfect Dallas pick. Thank you, Jerry.
Absolutely.
J. Cole says he's drunk off that moonshine.
It's hilarious. The chat is making fun of Jerry. Jerry's drunk on moonshine, blah, blah. And then Mandy literally looked at the screen and said, look at Jerry, that little feller. And she's being all sweet and everybody's making fun of him in our chat. Worth, how do you feel about Jerry Jones? What did he say?
I love all the mistakes he makes.
Dynamite.
I bet he's got a glass of sweet tea sitting there.
Oh, you know he's got tea.
Did you see him almost take a dive the other day, too, off the podium?
Oh, yeah, dude. Trying to get the
Jerry.
Bill Clinton broke into his press conference, surprised him. Jerry tried to run over and shake his hand and about fell off the damn stage.
He's 153 years old. You're supposed to respect your elders, y'all.
He may be 153, but he looks 180.
Don't you remember him starting? What was it? Came on HBO, which was not a good lead. Tales from the Crypt. Remember when he's
Tales from the Crypt?
He's the crypt keeper.
Yeah. Y'all are mean, man.
Listen, I love Jerry Jones. Everybody can eat a booger. I'm Packers all the way, but I do love Jerry Jones.
Y'all can eat a booger. What she said.
Gross.
I said it.
You heard it here first, folks.
You need anything of escape?
Nah, just keep him quiet down there for me. Appreciate it.
Pick is in for the Browns, apparently. And the Bears are on the clock. Ugh.
The Browns still don't have the pick yet. Yeah, Malachi Lawrence seems like quite the reach there. Quite the reach. It's very interesting.
Jason's saying that Malachi stood out the testing portions of the combine. Jerry Jones loves those testing numbers. He loves them boys in the underwear.
Damn. 0 to 100.
Oh, Concepcion, weird. A wide receiver to the Browns.
Surprise. Right?
Hey, but they did trade back once, right? At least.
That makes it a little more tolerable for sure. So
there you go, guys.
KC Concepcion is the 29th best prospect according to our board out of Texas A&M. Good receiver, but of course the Browns think a receiver is what's going to get them over the hump here. Unbelievable. That is a very, very Browns-ish pick, no doubt.
I was just going to say
Browns. We hear that word, the Browns went wide receiver.
Oh, that's good for him.
That's good for him. That's a Steelers fan right there. All right.
Daryl's in the chat. Changed his profile pic, man. He says Zion Young is still on the board. That's one of Clay's faves too.
Zion Young is fairly high on our board. We got him in the 43 spot. I'd be okay with that at 52. I'd rather go a different direction than edge. That's just me personally. But he's a green bar too. Wouldn't be surprised if that was the pick. He dominated. I absolutely dominated Senior Bowl. We got an 8-point bonus. So,
all right. And Bears on the clock. Guys, I don't know what they're gonna do here. If you're the Bears, Clay, put your Bear hat on. You trying to go hood?
I think their O-line is solid. I think their defense is still the weak spot. They went and got Devin Bush at middle linebacker, so they bolstered that. I think their pass rush is decent. Not horrible, not great. Jermod McCoy would make a lot of sense here. Jermod McCoy would make a whole lot of sense.
Or they could go Boston.
Or Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Yeah, go safety.
Do you think they try to replace DJ or something? They lost more, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they lost DJ Moore, yeah. But keep in mind, though, they've got Luther Burden, right, in the slot, and then they've got Roma Dunze outside. So I would not go receiver if it were me. Again, I would focus on defense. So I would say Jermod McCoy or Emmanuel McNeil-Warren would be my pick.
I could see him taking Falk, too.
Yeah. Keldrick Falk, Cassius Howe. Yeah, I would stick defense if it were me, but they go offense.
Clint says the Bears draft Affam. Rest in peace, buddy.
Dude. He was the best guy around.
Poor old A-fam. I think he's probably still in here somewhere under.
He is.
And he'll probably comment. He's second.
Browns took KC.
Yeah.
Nice.
Concepcion.
Nice. I'm glad he went the first. I remember using him in college football. He was nice.
Heard you used a lot of people in college football.
Yeah, 3 natties, Jacob.
3 natties, all with the buffs.
You want to see my virtual trophy room?
The 3 natty ices. 3 natty ice.
Yeah, I've actually got probably too many games played in college football. I'll send you guys a picture of the.
Yeah. I feel like Emilio when he got Jordan to first date him. He's like, "Do you want to see my virtual trophy case? I've won so much."
God, that skyline is gorgeous, man.
I just got to move my race car bed, and I'll show you where I keep them.
Just one time.
Oh boy!
Hey, you guys got these new Bobby Kennedy Jr. Doritos yet?
No, what are they? There's no.
Did they change
got
them
the
already?
cancer in them? Oh
no, these are toxin-free Doritos. You guys got to try them.
Are they good?
Frito-Lay, thank you.
Nice.
Are they good, Tim?
They're delicious, man. They taste just like Cool Ranch Doritos without the poison.
Hey, there you go. Nice.
Kind of partial
It's
to
always a
poison.
plus.
Yeah.
It's always nice when you can actually like pronounce and understand the ingredients on what you're eating.
Dude, like that.
Why do they keep showing KC Concepcion burning the Notre Dame Fighting Irish? Like, why do we got to go? Why do we got to do this? Every highlight they showed, he's going up mossing 3 defenders. Like, come on.
I guess, yeah. Let's see in the chat. Who would you not like the Bears to get? I've seen R. Mason Thomas, Thieneman. Who would you be more upset about if the Bears picked here? Nathan says McCoy. Ted Fish says Rusty.
I hope they don't take McCoy. I think McCoy's going to be a good football player.
Who'd they lose that corner?
McNeil Warren too would suck here. I think he's going to be a great football player. I hope they go wide receiver. To be honest with you, that's what I hope.
They lost a couple, Emilio. One starter and then one backup that was pretty substantial.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Dave C nailed it here. Chris Johnson will make me mad because that's who I want. That would suck if they got Chris Johnson.
Tim.
I didn't even hear what you just said.
Tim would flip the chair.
Don't even put that energy out here. La 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 la. Uh-oh, pick is in.
They're gonna go get Caleb Lomu, our best offensive lineman on the board. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got to do what they can to protect that pocket passer.
Yeah, I do
Taylor
feel like
Williams,
they gotta go defense, right? But maybe they got Mr. Caleb wants a little more protection.
Why'd you say it like that, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Perfect.
Packer Doug says I'm jacked to the
tats.
You know what's the tats? So many wide receivers getting taken. Go Pack, go! I think the board is definitely playing to our favor. I mean, there's almost everything's lining up.
Yeah,
everything keeps coming up. Packers.
Yeah, I see some people saying center in here.
Robert, Dylan to the Bears. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I am not. Like, I just got through saying that would suck.
Well, I mean, but look, they've already got Brisker back there that they spent a lot of capital on. They've got Hicks who played well for them. So
Thieneman is an athletic freak. He was the sixth highest graded safety in the league. 4.3, 540, 6 foot 201. DJ said it's the 25th best prospect. Daniel Jeremiah said it was the DJ said 25th. Dane Brugler said 23rd. Greg Cosell 3-point bonus, 9+ RAS. That's a good pick.
They got to load up. They know they're playing Jay Money and the boys twice a year at least. They got to load up on the back end.
Makes sense though, because their defense is definitely the weak spot for sure. So,
yep.
Just thank God it wasn't Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Jason. Jason said that sucks. It's a good pick. It is what it is, right? All right, so who is up now? The Texans, right? We're at pick 26. Man, is it just me, or is the first round went fast tonight? Well, I guess we're 2 hours and 55 minutes into the stream, but it feels like it went faster this year.
I feel like it slowed down a little after pick 10, and then now we're speeding back up.
Yeah, I think you're right. Texans' top needs: offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, cornerback, and edge. So if they go O-line, D-line, stick with the top two needs here. D-line, it didn't really specify. It didn't say edge, So Caden McDonald, maybe, if they need a nose. Peter Woods out of Clemson. He's starting to come into play here. Kristen Miller. Where's Kristen Miller go, man? I like Kristen Miller a lot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 edge rushers that are still in the third tier. Or third tier, I'm sorry. Cassius Howell and Kendrick Falk. They got to go at some point. And McCoy and McNeil Warren, I mean.
Yeah.
Denzel Boston sliding.
It's kind of hard to look at the horizontal. Let's take a peek, though, see if we can see what Emilio's talking about. So you were just talking about edge, right? So when you look at the edge horizontal board, Cassius Howell there at 17.7, then Keldrick Falk 19.7. TJ Parker, 28.9. And then the next tier is R. Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma, 38.1. Next tier, it's a green bar for the Packers and Zion Young. Notice this cluster right here of D tackles. Sometimes when you get a cluster, until one goes, they all drop, right? Once one goes, then they start flying off the board. You get a run on them. That's really interesting. When you go to the cornerback spot, Jermod McCoy, Avian Terrell, you got another cluster here, right? I mean, look at all these guys.
Yeah, wow.
Packers are going to have a shot to get a good corner if they want to go that route, no doubt.
Let's get in linebackers, too.
And Chris Johnson, our top-graded green bar on our board, still available.
Mm-hmm.
So, horizontal board looks sick, Emilio. You did a great job, man.
She came together. Took a second. But like I said, I like looking at it horizontally, as in like the green bars. You got Prednon, Hanator is already gone, but Dunker, Lee Hunter is a gold, Zion Young's a green, Golda is linebackers is green, Chris Johnson basically right there as well. But they're all just going across in one cluster, that 40 tier cluster. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's coming together.
What pick is this? The Bengals pick in already? Or no, that's the Bears.
It's pick. Just I think what's throwing it off is how much of a drop quarterback and running back have. and then the tight end. So like you probably wouldn't expect to see any of those getting picked anymore. Another wide receiver here before the end of the night, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, the quarterback next on our list is Garrett Nussmeier at 85.4, right? So you're probably looking third round for him, I would imagine.
Just look at how open that is, though, Clay. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and two of them are already gone. Jadarian Price fell to us once or twice in the draft. Took him once. But that is just a cavity of players that are just normally filled up. Like, where's the other one?
And it happens every now and again. Like last year, it was full, right?
Yeah.
Next year, you're going to have potentially C.J. Carr out of Notre Dame. You're going to have potentially Arch Manning out of Texas. You're going to have the kid out of Oregon. What's his name? I know you know what I'm talking about, Emilio. Probably going to be on the cover of College Football.
Dylan Gabriel.
No. That was last year.
Dante Moore.
Yeah, Dante Moore. So, there's 3 right off the bat. You're probably going to have 4 to 6 in the first round next year.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's what
it'll probably be like 2 years ago.
Yep. Running back's interesting too, right? It's felt exactly how we thought. Jadarian Price would be a lot later, and then it's going to be 2 or 3 tiers. Then Emmett Johnson is their next best. You look at those wide receivers, man. It kind of feels like there's a good chance the Packers could go receiver. It really does.
Well, there's going to be a run on one of these clusters. It's a receiver cluster, the O-line, or probably the edge cluster. I feel like there's going to be a run here coming up at the end of this.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. All right. So
Buffalo trades their pick to. Oh yeah, we already got that. Okay.
Yeah, Buffalo traded their pick to the Texans.
Pick is in for the Texans. They traded up to number 26 with Buffalo and selected Georgia Tech guard Keelan Rutledge.
Didn't Cozell like him quite a bit?
I think he did. Yeah, he was actually talking about him on the latest podcast that I heard. I want to say he's a little bit lower for us.
He's a little bit lower.
Yeah, we got him in the 67 spot. Greg Cosell really liked him. 9+ RES, and he also dominated the Senior Bowl week. So pretty solid pick there. That's the type of guys you're going to see them reach on, are those ones that really stood out in the All-Star game, which is why we put those bonuses in.
Yep.
So 6'4", 316, 33.25-inch arms, ascending player. There's a lot to like there. There really is. It looks like a reach on our board, but again, you reach on someone who dominated Senior Bowl. And Greg Cosell says, yep, gets my stamp of approval.
But they passed on Pregnon.
Passed on a bunch, didn't they?
Yeah. Dunker, too.
I would totally be okay with Pregnon at 52.
And Lomu's dropping. There's
good talent out there. So it sounds silly, but there's got to be something with Jermai McCoy. It's got to be the knee. I know y'all get tired of hearing me say that, but I'm just trying to think, why is he falling this far? People have got to be really worried about that knee. The Packers.
I think that bone thing, the second thing where you might need to get that second surgery.
My knee.
I think it's the mix of the pass and the inconsistency in the future. Like, why touch him? Especially, look at the cornerback groupings we just talked about. There's a lot of guys there.
And with the Packers not having him in on a top 30 visit, there's no way they're going to trade up for somebody like McCoy. I can't imagine it would happen, right? But some of this talent that's on the board right now, man, I'd be okay with the Packers trading up.
What are you fuddling around with, Emilio?
This is our cheat sheet board.
Okay.
Rusty actually made the top of the list as long snapper. I know you guys brought him up earlier there, but I thought about that after the fact. Like, the person at Office Depot was probably like, "Who is Rusty?" And why
he's trying to put his school on the map.
Rusty undercarriage. You got to wear gloves when you're taking that snap from him. You got to rust the undercarriage. Get the tetanus shot, kids. Daryl coming in hot says Bo Stevens is a better guard than Pregnon. All right. We heard you loud and clear, Daryl.
All right.
It is kind of crazy, though. I mean, like, not a lot of Packers met with have been taken. Obviously, they didn't do a lot of digging in the first round, but besides Max, that's like the only one that's really been taken out.
Looks like the Dolphins pick is in, right? Bates is talking about the UCL. The ACL repair itself is reportedly fine according to scans, but the teams and the NFL medical evaluators are concerned about the bone plug used to repair the cartilage defect in the same knee.
So you're going to drop tremendously.
Whoa. What? Is this real?
I'm not seeing it yet. Waiting on it.
It does look like the Dolphins are 20s. Yeah, it says the Dolphins are 27 on NFL.com.
It does say the pick is in for
trade,
right?
Trade alert right just now. San Francisco and Miami trade.
Oh, you dirty dog. Half.
So I don't even know if I like that though. He must want McCoy or somebody that he's worried about slipping a little bit further, because if they went back 3 spots and picked up a 138, or no, I'm sorry, they got a 90 out of it, right?
Did you say robot?
It says, if this is correct from William here, yeah, the Dolphins trade pick 30 and 90 for the 49ers 27 and 138.
Yeah, I don't know.
They traded up 3 picks and then back down.
Down 48.
Yeah, 40-ish. Yeah, something like that.
I don't like that, to be honest, but that's all right.
This might be McNeil Warren here. Miami. Cassius Howell is very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Now it's going to be.
Oh no! I hope Ron's not saying it.
It is Chris Johnson, the Dolphins. Chris Johnson went before Jamad McCoy, Avian Terrell, and Colton Hood.
Oh, we were on to something, boys.
This is Greg Cosell's boy right here, I'm telling you. And look at the 5s across the board. Senior Bowl bonus, 5-point bonus for the 9+ RES, 5-point bonus from Greg Cosell. Probably the biggest key factor to our board are those bonuses.
You know, Halfley's smirking right now because he has access to the PTA big board, and he was like, "Oh, obviously, the Packers are going to be picking him in the second round, so we need to make sure we take him in the first." Like,
can't wait to go to that game at Lambeau this year.
Soda with the super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Says, I'll say it again. Holy cow, this board is falling the right way for the Packers. Even moving up might be more viable than we thought. Completely agree. So
he posted that seconds before the Chris Johnson thing came. So we blame you, Soder. All right.
Dang.
That's tough, though. I mean, honestly, I am kind of pumped just because I sincerely do want Miami to be like a little catalyst of Green Bay 2.0. I think they're doing this really right. Mike was talking some smack on Halfley and the Dolphins. I think that they're showing a masterclass right now what to do in your first year when you're in the draft. Yeah. That's my opinion.
I think, you just want all the picks you can get. I think with Chris Johnson being gone, though, the Packers are probably going O-line, D-line, edge.
Yep.
Just crack the 630 mark. If y'all would do us a big favor, smash that like button. It helps more than you know. We greatly appreciate y'all making us part of your draft festivities here. It's been a fun stream for sure, man. It's been an absolute blast. I had something pulled up there. I don't know what happened to it. I was going to highlight it. Oh, here we go. Jason. Now Chris Johnson sucks.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Knew it all along.
I never even liked the guy.
Yeah, we faked it. He's actually in the.
I only like the school's unis. That's it. Like with the decals on the helmets. That's all I liked about it.
That's it. And we talked about that over and over and over. If y'all watch the show, we didn't like him at all. Dolphins are going to be fun to watch, man. They are.
Green Bay, South Beach, baby.
That's right.
Just what Coach said.
All right. So now on the board is the Bill. Are the Bills actually on the clock now? Is that right?
Correct.
Right? Okay. So their top need is edge, O-line, linebacker. So now we don't know where McCoy's going to end up, right? We should have lit him up red, Emilio. We had the red box for 25. I don't know why I didn't think to carry it over to the name, but that would have really popped out, you know?
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Do you guys think that just makes a lot of sense, Denzel Boston here? Because, I mean, you look at that wide receiver core of the Bills, and every year it just seems so disappointing, even though, I mean, so they got Shakir, Palmer. Keon Coleman's already basically out of the picture. He was a big guy that they drafted early.
Mm-hmm. Could be a receiver here. I could see
Kincaid has kind of been, when they got Dalton Kincaid and they had Dawson Knox, everybody thought, oh, wow, this tight end duo is going to be crazy. Kincaid was kind of their Luke Musgrave, supposed to be this really, big talent, split him out, slot, big slot type guy. I could definitely see them going Boston here.
If it were me, I'd probably go edge. They're showing edge. I think they lost Bosa, right?
They had, well, PFF is not great at updating, which kind of is annoying.
Yeah, they're pretty
But they have Rousseau, they have Oliver.
NFL.com is showing that edge is their top need, edge and O-line. Oh, they traded with the Patriots? The Patriots are on the clock?
Wow.
The New England Diana Rossinis are on the clock?
No way. Who do they want?
Wow.
Ron. I think that was before you were even. He must have been typing this while you were saying it, Clay.
Did he really? There you go.
Wow, the Patriots knew who they wanted.
Yeah, who are they going after here? That's the question, right?
How
are they looking at wide receiver? Because they were in the Super Bowl. You'd think that's one of the last pieces to put in place, right?
But I swear they're getting A.J. Brown.
Well, that's right. Yeah, so they're getting
A.J.
A.J.
You never
Brown.
know. What if that falls through, Jacob?
What are you going to do about it, Emilio? Are you going to make it fall through?
You might take Denzel Boston if that's the case.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
They're showing edge as a top need for the Patriots too. So, they said that. They said Vrabel don't have enough edges, so another edge here. Cassius Howe, what's your problem, Jacob? Cassius Howe, Keldrick Falk, the top two edge defenders here. Do they need a safety? It's not showing safety as a top need. I guess no.
No, let's just put it this way. It looks like their free safety is a guy named Schooler, whose grade was 29.9, and he looks like he's not the type of guy that would play in the NFL. The other one, Woodson, looks all right.
Yeah, Mr. Warren.
Here's the trade details. The Bills have traded number 28 to the Patriots for number 31 and number 125. So,
Patriots take a tackle. Caleb Lomu.
Wow, about time.
Solid pick, ain't it, Emilio?
Yeah.
32nd best prospect on our board.
Well, yeah, and then everybody was complaining about dang, I forgot his name. Who was their tackle that got cooked in the Super Bowl?
Will Jones?
Yeah, Will Campbell. Thank you.
Campbell.
Yeah, he all about the footwork. Let's get another one in there.
Jesus, Rambo. This chat, come on. That's somebody's mom.
Damn, that's hilarious, actually. Rambo said Vrabel been two gapping for years.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
that's terrible.
Out of control.
I'm glad that on this stream for the
Can
first
I just
time.
say something for a second? Can we brag for just a second? And this isn't a brag on us. This is a brag on our viewers and the chat. There's been no arguing in here. It's been laid back, having a good time. We got almost 700 people that we peeked at here watching, and I'm getting screenshots sent to me where much larger channels have 30 and 40 people watching live. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. Seriously. Y'all make this channel what it is. And ain't nothing else I'd rather be doing right now. I'm watching the draft and talking ball with y'all, man. It's awesome. So thank y'all.
And tomorrow night's going to be even better.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's going to be the main event, dude.
Tell you what.
The highlight tonight, though, man, was I'm telling you, muting everything here for a second and watching the Pittsburgh fans react. Because we seen that firsthand in Green Bay last year.
Yeah.
It's just so cool how they've done the draft. The best thing that ever happened to the NFL was Music City. The Music City, not Music City, but the God, what's it called there in New York? Radio City Music Hall, telling the NFL, well, y'all got to change the date on that. We can't do that. All right, hell with it. We'll just take it around the country. It's the best thing that ever happened in the draft, man.
I agree.
Definitely.
Look at that. Another Chiefs. Come on, Bates. You've done too much. You gifted 20 Packer fan total access memberships. So go ahead and thank Bakes. You guys check your statuses there. You're the man,
Bates.
Bates.
Great. Dropping them. I love it.
Yeah, you're the man, Bates. Thank you so much, buddy.
Looks like we got the pick in for the Chiefs.
Let's see.
Oh, Gooch got a membership. There you go, Gooch. You get
Gooch!
1 month for hooking us all up earlier.
You get the custom emojis now, guys.
There you go.
Oh, everybody sit up straight. Larry's in the house. Everybody,
Mr. Larry.
Uncle
no
Larry.
more potty mouth, no more cutting up. All right, everybody act normal here for just a second. We got the president, El Presidente himself in the house. Mr.
Look, I
Larry.
think Chuck got some love. All right.
Go. Hit us with some of them custom emojis like Jen Wright's got right here. It won't show up on the stream because we use the StreamYard, but you guys see them in there for sure. Love it.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. Pick is in. All right, who do we think the Chiefs? Come on, somebody call it before it's actually called. I say they go.
Here's a little
Howell?
bit of behind baseball here. Worth, you ready? The Steelers were on the phone with Micah Lemon at number 21, planning to pick him, and then the Eagles traded up to 20, and the Cowboys took Lemon per rap sheet. So they were going after Micah Lemon originally. So
Wow.
very interesting.
Yeesh.
Man, receiver lineman. I mean,
I don't know for the Chiefs, man.
Dude, Igbinosun at the Senior Bowl was bullying people, man. When that guy slapped him on the face and he just punched him right in the mouth, I was like, "Let's go, dude! That's the lineman I want."
I could see Denzel Boston of the Chiefs, but I really, besides that, I feel like they'd probably go edge, maybe, unless they
Who's
like
that?
McCoy.
Chiefs. It's showing cornerback, wide receiver, edge as the top needs.
Pick is in for the Chiefs.
And then we get the Jets coming up next.
Yeah, this draft definitely flew by.
I could see that, Ken. I mean, I could see them taking Delane and saying, all right, because they got rid of 2 of them this offseason anyway, right? So you potentially
Sounds
could
like
need
it's
to.
Woods.
Oh, it's in. They went Peter Woods, defensive tackle out of Clemson.
Wow.
That's a solid pick right there, boys. Again,
That's
the
the
good
first
team,
tackle in that cluster, though.
the teams that are good year in and year out, they take D tackles serious, dude. The whole reason they went on this dynastic run, everybody just says that it's all Patrick Mahomes, but when you look at the numbers and you watch the tape, their defense is the reason they won the last couple Super Bowls. And it's because they went and got Chris Jones. Period. Case closed.
The Jets traded back in.
Yep. Niners are out. Niners are getting more draft capital. Those are dirty dogs.
Wow.
They got to save money. They can't draft this out because they just paid Trent Williams $50 million, right? I wonder if they're going to pay
the
a
Jets
Social
go and get
Security.
McCoy right here.
You think his Social Security check will offset the cap there on that or not?
Yeah, what do the Jets do if they're smart?
They got David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq. Who do they need now? They're not getting a quarterback. I wouldn't even try it.
Jacob, read that to everybody.
Peter Woods. Friends with his cousin, Morning Woods.
Here's the guy.
Here's the guy. Damn. We gave you some time to cool off. How do we feel about Chris Johnson being back?
He hasn't said anything for.
You do that, you're gonna get your ass kicked in that.
I've been letting him simmer down a little bit.
I never thought for a second he'd be there at 52, but I was holding on to hope that he'd make it out of the first round and we could go up and get him. But yeah, have fun. Best of luck.
I just noticed that he hadn't said a word in 40 minutes or whatever.
Man, I mean, I did not expect him to go higher than all these other corners. I know that. But again, though, when you look at it, Jahmyr McCoy, red bar, Avian Terrell, red bar, right? Colton Hood,
Yep.
one good year there, right? And it wasn't like it was a good year. I'd say you could say it was a great year for sure.
Yeah.
I'm with Emilio, though. I think we're going trenches tomorrow. O-line or D-line at 52.
Joe Trev with the super chat. Thank you so much. I always see that Ike Turner picture. Cleanest mustache on YouTube. I don't know how Trent is still playing. He was playing when Charles Woodson was. It's wild, Joe. And he's still bullying people too. That's what's crazy about it, man.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
Did you see him and Fred Warner working out the other day?
Yeah, dude.
That was crazy.
Unbelievable, man.
Ooh.
All right, the pick is in. The Jets traded back into round 1 with the 49ers and are selecting Indiana wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr. The Jets.
That's what you do when you don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, you go wide receiver. They are going to suck for so long. And
we are seeing a pattern here, Clayton. Can you just? I mean, a lot of the teams that we've talked about that don't know what to do are going to wide receiver. What we just talked about with the Chiefs, 3-tech. Look at some of the other teams that actually know what they're doing.
Yep.
Seems pretty obvious.
The Steelers that have made the playoffs for how many years in a row? What they do? They went, they tried to go wide receiver. They were looking to go wide receiver. I would have settled right in at tackle, who could play guard as well. Yeah, the Jets are jetting. You got it, Chuck. That's it, man. Get what you deserve.
Is that real?
So my question to you guys is if Jermod McCoy falls to 52, are you okay with the Packers taking Jermod McCoy, knowing what we know with the injury?
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
Solid player, man. Mirror match press man. Dude is the best corner in the draft at mirror match press man. If you guys don't know what that is, mirror match press man is, press man, you're on the line, you jam at the line, right? And you kind of walk them down the field. You're trying to knock them off. Mirror match press man is you're up on them on the line, but you don't make eye contact. You might give them a little stab, but you're in their hip pocket and you're mirroring every move, right? He's just one of the best at that. In 2024, he was arguably the best corner in all of college football at playing man coverage. And if you're going to play match and you want to be aggressive on his side of the field, you could play, if you play quarters match, jam, mirror match, and you're off to the races. I just don't know, man. The injury, like you said, there's a reason all these teams are off of him right now. What would you do, Emilio? Would you be okay with it, 52? Not would you be okay with it. If the board is like it looks right now and we're picking at 52, would you take Jermod McCoy?
Yeah, I think if we were willing to do that for Caleb Downs, I think you kind of have to be willing to, sack up and do that for McCoy. I do think that it's a push with it being that bone thing, but if you can get 4 years out of him and then something happens, you're still picking in the second round. It's not like you have a 5th-year deal on it. And if he's ready to play, I mean, if you're getting a guy that you thought, Chris Johnson was going to go in there and compete to start, I think that you could do the same thing with McCoy.
Yeah. J. Cole says, what the hell are y'all talking about? They got Geno Smith up there in New York. I think that was supposed to be a joke, I believe. But maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
I mean, so what do they got? Garrett? Were they the ones that took Sadiq, right?
So they did good with the number 2 pick. David Bailey, they got the best prospect in the draft. And that's a solid pick. Edge defender got it. They came back and went Kenyon Sadiq. I don't hate that pick.
I mean, it's
wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr., it's like if your quarterback's going to continue to get his brains beat in because you don't have an O-line and you're going to get your butt kicked on defense because your defensive front now is without Quinnen Williams, what's the plan there?
I thought they were going to take Caden there. I thought they were coming back in to take McDonald or something like that.
That would make a lot of sense. Build it right there in the middle. You know what I mean? Good run stuffer because you don't have Quinnen anymore. Yeah. All right, so here we go. United Bates. Yeah, yes, McCoy has surgery, but it looks like many teams, medical teams, think he's going to need additional surgery. So,
but I thought that surgery was only going to be a 3-week recovery or whatever for the
bone plug
to heal. Yeah, maybe a month or something like that. Two weeks to a month.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be an issue then, right? Yeah. And J. Cole confirms. Of course, it's a joke. Geno was asked last year. So there you go. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the confirmation, man. I thought that's what you meant. All right. Parsons Project. Dylan Thieneman's going to have a field day picking off Caleb in practice.
That's fair.
At least he'll build his confidence up, right? All right, still waiting on the next pick. So what do we got left, man? We're almost done here. This is crazy.
The Titans get on the clock?
Yeah, so the Titans are on the clock. Okay. Wasn't a trade though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
The Bills have bounced 3 times now.
3 times they've traded down, right?
Wow. Yeah, we blew past that 3 trades in the first.
Yeah, what are we at now? There's got to be all right.
There's,
1, 2. Oh, geez. What has been 6?
At least, I think.
J. Cole's Tim's burner. I feel like the Dolphins took the air out of the room.
Because a lot of them moved up 1 or 2 spots. Like the Chiefs traded. No, I think there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, those were from trades previously. Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think it is 6.
Let's see if we can get to 700 viewers, guys. We're up to 660. Everybody smash that like button. If you haven't hit it yet, hit the like button for us. We would greatly appreciate it. If you're on X, hop over to YouTube real quick. Hop in here. Hit that like button for us.
They are crushing the like, too, though, Clay. We got 226 likes.
Let's go.
We got 600 watching, Emilio. I'm not a scientist, but that means that we could increase it by 74,000%.
Somebody been sitting on that all night. Oh man. United Bates says fire John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley. Yes, sir.
Oh, dude, this is a banger. Ain't heard this one in a minute.
Banger out there. Emilio, I got a new pellet smoker the other day. You're gonna see it when you come up. You know where I got it at? Lowe's.
What's up?
I got it at Lowe's.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
How dare you?
I don't want to pat you on the butt and you poop my hand. So
that's all right, though. We can fire it up.
Dude, I've been making pizza on it, and it is unbelievable, man.
Is it?
Oh, it's so
I'm
good.
going to reheat the pizza on it.
Yes. Let's go, dude.
Now
That's
we're
what I'm
talking.
talking about, man. Yeah, now we're talking. Made some ribs the other day on it. They were great.
I cannot believe
This pick is in, boys. Have we already announced that? We haven't announced that yet, right?
No, we haven't.
They're announcing it live right now. Falk, okay.
About time he goes, poor guy.
That's actually a pretty good pick for them there, right?
It is.
That's good value. 23rd best prospect, edge defender, 6'6", 276, 34 and 3/8 inch arms. Kind of the Jaden Reed effect, 40th at his position in 24, fell to 183 last year. Greg Cosell really liked him, 9+ RAS. Dane Brugler said he's the 15th best prospect. So that's a solid pick. Jacob is in the mushrooms, evidently.
Yeah.
I can't. All right, fine. Eric Southern says Amelia was born with a meat smoker just below his nose.
That is good, Amelia. That's
a good one.
And there goes the live viewers. That's how the thing goes. Oh man! All right, so the Seahawks are going to be the final pick here. Now the question is, top need: running back, O-line, corner. Do they reach for Jadarian Price here, boys?
No, they needed to trade out of it and trade to the Cardinals to get Ty Simpson. Yeah. But yeah, they really only have 4 picks, so they are calling everybody right now. Wonder if the Bills traded all the way out just to trade back in at 32.
What if the Packers popped up on the clock right here, boys?
Yeah,
if the Packers pop up, I'll just get off the stream and we'll cover it tomorrow.
We'll say to be continued. We'll see you on the morning.
Oh man, I think they have to trade out. Honestly,
the thing is, though, is that they made it known that they want to trade out because they need picks. What is it, John Schneider? Am I thinking that name right? Or what's the GM in?
Yeah, John Schneider.
Schneider.
How hilarious is it that if we were to tell you, hey guys, the first round's going to end with Jermod McCoy, Avian Terrell, and Colton Hood still on the board, we go, oh boys, we're getting Chris Johnson. No, Chris Johnson's already gone. What? Yeah. Like nobody's seen that coming, right? It's wild. Gotta love the draft, man.
What do you think about us grabbing Lee Hunter tomorrow?
I mean, I'd ask him first. I'll
tell you who I'd like to grab. This right here, Kristen Miller. Sorry, Kristen Miller.
I know that.
Oh, it'd be awesome, dude. I'd be over the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Over the moon. I'd be okay with a bunch of these guys, though, man. I mean, any of these guys that's fallen. Caden McDonald, yeah, totally on board with that. If he somehow makes it. I doubt he will, but if he did. Colton Hood, I'd be okay with that. Totally on board with that. TJ Parker, I'd rather not go edge, but that's a good value pick. Kristen Miller run the card. D'Angelo Pons, CJ Allen, not so much, I think. I would rather have Jake Golday or our other boy, Jacob Rodriguez, somebody like that, right? More in that range. Zion Young, Emmanuel Greenon. Yeah, Jennings Dunk. I mean, there's a lot of good. The Packers may end up trading back. That wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me after how this first round went.
Seahawks picked Price.
Wow.
No, they did.
I call it. I mean, it makes sense. They got rid of Mr. Walker, but
now it makes sense, right, Emilio?
Now just look at the horizontal board. I cannot believe that they're gone.
I can't believe
there's just no man's land. Absolute no man's land over there.
Jadarian Price. That's a good pick, boys. It looks like a little bit of a reach at 57, but Jadarian Price, he's a hell of a running back. I remember the national pundits going into the college football season said the Notre Dame Fighting Irish have the number 1 running back in the country. His name's Jeremiah Love. They also have the number 2 running back in the country, Jadarian Price. The NFL agrees. So, absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Agreed, Jen. Jen said wild first round. This was a lot of fun, man.
A lot of trades, a lot of movement. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So as we get ready to wrap up here, the best players available. We're going to reset the board. I'm going to go live in the morning. If the guys want to join me, they can. We're going to go live probably about 8:30 a.m. Central Time to kind of do a quick little round 1 recap. All right. And reset the board for the Packers picking at 52 tomorrow, unless they trade up. The best prospects available: Jermod McCoy in the number 9 spot, obviously red with the injury. Denzel Boston, wide receiver at 18. Cassius Howell, 19. Emmanuel McNeil Warren at 21. Avian Terrell at 24. Caden McDonald, 26. Colton Hood, 28. Those all have what we would call a first-round grade, I guess you could say, being in the top 32. Then it goes T.J. Parker, and we get into some of these big names that we really like. Kristen Miller, D-tackle out of Georgia. D'Angelo Ponce, cornerback out of Indiana. R. Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma. C.J. Allen, Georgia. Lee Hunter out of Texas Tech. He's a gold bar. Brandon Cisse, cornerback out of South Carolina. All 3 green bars: Zion Young, edge out of Missouri. Emmanuel Pregnon, left guard out of Oregon. And Jake Golday, a linebacker out of Cincinnati. There's a bunch of prospects. Very, very interesting. We're going to break all that down in the morning, get everybody's take here in the chat. So, parting thoughts, gentlemen, as we get ready to wrap up. This was a lot of fun, man. Had a huge crowd in here tonight. This was great.
Yeah. I mean, like Miller said, this is awesome, fellas. Can't wait for tomorrow's Go Pack Go. I mean, imagine how fun this was tonight, and then extrapolate that to when we're actually making picks. And there could be some actual movement going on if tonight's any kind of testament is the rest of the draft. There could be a lot of trades, a lot of movement, a lot of fun. So I don't know. This was way funner, and it went faster than I thought it would because, of course, I didn't know if you guys realized this, but apparently they shorted the time from 10 minutes to 8 minutes per pick. So that's why it kind of felt like it went by a little bit quicker. So
was that just for the first round, or is that for the rest of the draft too?
I don't know.
It'll probably be shorter tomorrow too, Tim. They usually get shorter per round, doesn't it? So
yeah,
maybe they'll go like 5 minutes tomorrow or something. That's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Emilio, anything?
The board's falling pretty nicely for us. A couple of injuries, couple of surprises, lots of trades. Some teams did well, and some teams may have, put them in a bind. But hey, we'll take it. It's crazy. Bills didn't get a pick. A couple of teams didn't get a pick this first round, but we'll see. We'll see how it all works out the rest of the day. Can't wait to be in person tomorrow with Clay, and we'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, Jen Wright confirms 5 minutes for the picks tomorrow. It's going to go fast, boys.
Yeah,
really
right.
fast. It's going to be awesome. Nice. And just a quick look at the cornerback board. The only 2 cornerbacks taken in the first round, Mansour Delane, who was our highest-ranked cornerback, and Chris Johnson, our highest-ranked green bar, our only green bar cornerback within the top 100 prospects.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, absolutely wild. So what time will you be up here, Emilio, you think?
Probably like 5-ish.
Okay, cool. So plenty of time. All right.
Yeah, I gotta mow for like 4 or 5 hours and then come home, shower, pack, go.
Got it. We'll get the mini NASA computer set up for you, the NASA laptop, so you can have it to work off of, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. Bring your mic, okay?
I'm gonna bring everything just in case.
Cool, good deal, man. Leave it here, and I'll sell it on eBay. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me.
All right, Tim, you got anything, bub?
No, Jacob, can you pull up that chat from I think I started from Stephanie.
Oh boy.
Stephanie's asking what time is the draft on tomorrow? It's 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern is the official start time for tomorrow night. Of course, our coverage will begin way before that happens, right, Clay?
Our expert coverage.
We'll be live. I sent y'all a text. I'm sure we've covered it up with nonsense here.
5:40 Central.
So,
aka 5:30 Central.
Yeah, so we'll shoot for that, but we may go live a little earlier, like we did tonight. If everybody's settled in and ready to go, we'll just get in here and shoot the crap for a couple of minutes and get ready to go. All right.
Yeah, hey, appreciate shout out to Gooch, man. Mr. Gooch coming in hot with the picks. Ron Sanville, J. Cole, tons and tons of other people. That's fun. If you guys can come back, let's do it again tomorrow. And then bring your friends. Share. Like.
And Milto too, man. Milto says, just beat the hell out of watching ESPN or NFL Network. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the kind words. And
shout out
also,
to the tip pickers, the pick tippers. What do we call it? Yeah, the pick tippers.
Yeah, the pick tippers.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the cow tippers, the pick tippers.
Also, guys, we're going to be doing giveaways this weekend. Okay, so on day 3, anyone who's a member in our Patreon group, patreon.com/PackerFan Total Access. Okay, $3 gets you access to everything in Patreon. If you want to support the show, awesome. If you're a $3 member, we're going to put everybody's name on the wheel and spin it. We're going to give away an autographed John Kuhn jersey. Okay, it's a white away John Kuhn jersey. It's very so says it's rigged. So quick. We're going to be doing that on day 3. So you guys make sure that the membership is in before then. Okay, we got a bunch of people that joined and all that good stuff. We'll probably do a giveaway tomorrow as well. Matter of fact, let's do the autographed Jordan Morgan rookie card. Okay, so again, if you're not a member in the Patreon group, $3. Like I said, and we will make sure your name's on there tomorrow. So just make sure you're a member. Let's say by noon tomorrow. Okay, that'll give me time to put it in. So again, autographed Jordan Morgan rookie card will go to one of the lucky viewers. And then also we got our mock draft contest, which is too late to join that. Members have already joined that. Whoever wins that's getting an autographed Lucas Van Ness rookie card. So we're gonna have 3
the first round of my mock draft is all blown up because Chris Johnson's gone. So hopefully I can save it in the last couple rounds. And second, Gute is live with the media right now. Just got the notification. So once everybody hops off this stream, you can go check that out.
He's gonna talk about everything that they did tonight.
They were playing Slapjack and Uno and Battleship and
absolutely.
All right, I'm going to eat.
Go eat. Slapjack. All right. Brambo says Rossini's burner is Gooch smoke. There you go. All right. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit subscribe. Click the bell icon. We will see y'all tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central for PTA. And we'll do a quick recap of the first round, reset the board, talk about what the Packers may be looking to do at pick 52 or sooner. Who knows? But appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Seriously, y'all are awesome. We will see y'all tomorrow.
There we go.
Nice.
Bye, guys.